And welcome to the platform. Some things to talk about. Please remember to hit the like button and share the live coming in. Don't keep this to yourself. Um, we have to go address this now because the things stay away. But before we address Andrew on his gospel concert and where am I going with over there, I want to take a listen to I want to take a listen to Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford had an interview on a platform and he revealed something about his past that I was not aware of. So I want to share it with you guys at the starting of this thing. I want to share it with you. So pleasant good evening everybody. Oh, let me share the live because I am not with the algorithm is not with me right now. The algorithm is not with me right now at all. Earlier when I went live it was I don't know, there was an energy, there's you know, it was different, but not like it was an energy. But yeah, let me just let them know that I'm live right now. Listen to this.
Just twice I've broken the record, the PMP record. I got it off a calling to do something. That's what your talents lead to. I'm not sure if it's a calling, but I enjoy doing it and I enjoy the results that can come from political participation. So, yeah.
So there's no like great reason as to why you've done this or why you've been doing this all these years.
Well, sometimes when people make personal decisions as it relates to what they want to see for their own country, they misconstrue it as God's duty to them, and that's what a calling is. I got it off a calling to do something. You should leave that designation to God to tell you if it was a calling, but it is something that I've decided to do because I feel that I can contribute towards the general improvement of the nation. But I don't diminish it to saying that God touched my life to do it.
Okay. The last election, when you ran against Anne-Marie Vaz, you lost. And some say that despite her national popularity, it didn't translate to the polls. What would you have to say to this?
Those people have been incorrect. Every time that I ran an election, which is twice I've broken the record, the PMP record, I still hold the PMP record for East Rural St. Andrew. No one has surpassed the numbers that I achieved. And I hold the PMP record for East Portland. No one has ever gotten nor surpassed the numbers that I achieved.
So that is important. I did not know that. So Damian Crawford lost, but the amount of votes that he got against Anne-Marie Vaz was the most votes that any PMP got in that constituency, East Portland. That is significant. You can't brush that aside. 9,611 versus 9,917. That our margin are less than 300, a little bit over 300. More votes she got. It wasn't a 3,000 vote differential. So, I am new to the politics and thing, and some of the things that I do. I found that very interesting that they talk about this loss that Damian Crawford had. And nobody is trying to how would I put it? Nobody is trying to pretty up a loss. A loss is a loss. But then you cannot magnify the loss by acting as if like, yo, I was MJ and you were a regular guy on the court trying to defend MJ, and MJ gave you 21-0. It wasn't like that, bro. It was actually a competitive election. And he's gonna give even more context, right? He's gonna give even more. I found it very interesting. I was like, what? I'm glad I found this page and saw this interview. I'm like, yo, wait a minute.
I still hold the PMP record for East Rural St. Andrew. No one has surpassed the numbers that I achieved. And I hold the PMP record for East Portland. No one has ever gotten nor surpassed the numbers that I achieved.
Right.
That by election, the PMP was at its lowest. And we were running against a government. It's very difficult to win a by-election against a government. So
the odds were stacked against Damian Crawford in that election. It was a by-election. And they were the government. The JLP was the government, and at the time, the PMP was in its worst state in terms of them rebuilding. Like, you have to, context does matter. Context does
We're
matter.
1 for 1, and we expect to be 2 for 3 in the next election.
And that's, of course, with Northwest St. Catherine. Of course, you're wearing your shirts. What do you think of your prospects there? Because you've been, obviously, all of the politicians busy campaigning. What's your prospects looking like for Northwest St. Catherine?
I'm very high. I believe that we should be coming home with a high margin of victory, but you never leave anything to chance. You continue to campaign until the end of polls at 5. So we believe that we have a very good chance in Northwest St. Catherine. It's a place that has welcomed me greatly, and I look forward to representing them.
Based on what you've done in the past, probably mistakes made, are you doing anything differently this time on the campaign trail?
Not really. I've decided not to mention my opponent. That has been a strategy of the JLP to be the first to complain, but also the first to violate.
Yes. The JLP, that is their strategy. They are the one that initiate contact. Them come like some people where they are United States. No disrespect. The ones that they call Karens, they come and they aggress you, and then if you react in kind, no, you're getting sued. That is the JLP. That is the JLP. That's how them operate. Them come, them fling the first stone, then they hide their hand, and then they cry foul. Oh, I was so surprised when I heard the JLP talk about the young lady, Miranda Wellington. I was like, oh, she's talking about war. And I'm like, bro, did you guys not hear when Desmond McKenzie said he would not give up Jamaica to the PMP? Did you guys not hear when Andrew Holness said he will not give up, he will not allow PMPism to come back to Jamaica? So what that mean? Oh, you mean you're not going to surrender Jamaica to the PMP? So when you lose, what you going to do? You're going to, doesn't that sound like a war? So when Miranda Wellington said, if a war, them go up on something and say, oh, a war she want. But you know, remember when you did say that? And you say it first, so that's what they do. Them show them rock, and then they hide their hand, and then they cry for like they're innocent. It's not working. We're not dumb. We see you. We are recording everything you do and putting it out there. And the timeline, we're not gonna make you people and forget the timeline. And you say it first, and then this a person has said, and then Warmington say what? Over him dead body. What does that mean? When Warmington say over him dead body, what does that mean? Them a warmonger. It is what it is. What happened, Shorty? Joanne Frey, big up yourself and baby. Miss Velma, you catch me again. Word is love, big up.
So we have been seeing the vases, for example, suggesting that playing Chichiman's song on the platform to indicate or spread a rumor against the PMP candidate. They did that in my time as well. But whenever you respond, they run to the media, some of whom they have in their pockets.
Yes. And listen, the JLP fights very dirty, and they are holding all the cards. The media is bought out. Mainstream media is fully bought out. And I can't say that without fear or favor. I don't have to call them mainstream media them name. They are bought out. One of them we call for sure Nationwide. Nationwide obviously bought out. I'm stand on that. Nationwide is so biased towards the JLP and against the PMP is ridiculous. Them hide from certain stories where everybody know about, and then when they come out to one minute chatting about the PMP, then blow it up. So them try, I don't know if them try blow up the curse word where Mark Golden say, and it's something. But then when I apologize to Warmington, yo, the man, you see, and Warmington said 2 F-bomb directly in the microphone. While Mark Golden was frustrated because the microphone ain't work, and the man cursed one bad word under him breath. Because I could have barely hear it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Velma, I am so happy you did. Patricia, how you doing, my darling? Bono, where you going with?
So I just decided this time to focus on the campaign, on myself, and in spite of the opponent having multiple occasions been derogatory towards me, I've just decided not to participate.
Right.
But it's not based on a mistake. It's based on an analysis of the playing field and how the JLP operates.
Yes.
And so do you think
this man is very intelligent? He understands the game that they're playing, and he's not participating in the game. The JLP is majoring in the minor, you know, and the PMP is majoring in the majors. The majors is the plans that they have for the people. The JLP don't have no substance. People, I want to tell about some promises that the man make. When I go play, Lord have mercy, I couldn't believe.
Northwest St. Catherine is home for you now, because there are some that say that Damian Crawford, that they keep moving in different places. Do you think this is where you feel comfortable now?
Well, I don't know where the some get that from. I mean, there's always 200,000 people in Jamaica that are biased towards the JLP and will say anything that comes to their mind. This is the first time I've been able to choose a seat. I've never had the opportunity to choose a seat before. Let us not forget that in 2011...
that is significant. I was not aware that Damian Crawford, in his 2 previous stints in politics, doing representational politics, I was not aware that Damian Crawford was not able to choose the seat that he wanted to go. That's very significant. He was put there. He wasn't given a choice, and he didn't cry about it. And those were the Anne-Marie Vaz seat was a challenging seat, you know. Very challenging for him to get that amount of votes versus Anne-Marie Vaz in that area. Remember Vazland and call, you know. Just you know what going on. You know in the street, you know in the street know what going on. You know what is happening. So I have to elaborate about everything. You know the dirty politics that is played. So it's not an easy seat for a man go in for go win against the Vaz them. You understand? So for the man get 9,611 votes, and she get 9,917 votes. He did very, very well. That's really cutting it close. Feel me, I say? But the man never get to choosing seat. No one get to choosing seat. I guarantee you, you see what they try to do him what they are? To tell lie upon him. You see what they try to do, and he had to come out and put out the video evidence. Oh, Nationwide never run with that. The Nationwide cover that story. A former superintendent lying on Damian Crawford about events that happened at the bar. And the man had to come and show the you know much camera there place. And everything what the man says is a lie. Hey, the money has some, hey, anybody join it. Anybody we associated with that party there. In a high rank, them are wicked people. I can tell you that. I'm convinced. Them are wicked people. Them wicked, man. Them dangerous. Them lie and wicked. No joke about it. No 2 ways. Dangerous. Terrible.
The last minute candidate having had the JLP place Andrew Holness as their leader and say young people time after they defended Dodos to the point that Prime Minister Bruce Golding had to resign. Wow. And at that time the PMP asked me as the face of the PMP's young people to run in that election. I didn't choose that seat. And then let us not forget that the MP for Portland was murdered.
No, that is significant. Are we going to forget that the man that was running against them in Portland was murdered? We just have to brush that on the rock. We have to brush on the rock say he was murdered. We know who murdered him. You know. He was murdered. Do you hear about politicians just getting murdered on a regular basis? Just getting murdered. You hear about politicians and MPs just getting murdered on a regular basis? You hear about that? I don't know about that. I haven't seen it. So what was it about that guy that he had to get murdered? Being a PMP. Think about it.
Thereafter, the person who committed the murder, who was accused, was represented by one of the most expensive lawyers in Jamaica, Peter Champagne, who have close relations to.
That lawyer's name keep coming up. Everything to do with that side, that lawyer name keep coming up.
So some politicians. And thereafter, this accused individual disappeared from court and has still not been found or carried to justice. When the MP
disappeared from court and still haven't been carried to justice. Hey, everything will line up with the party, I might tell you, a straight skullduggery and corruption and chickeny funny business.
He was murdered.
My thing, Roslyn, what happened?
PMP indicated that my public quote-unquote popularity suggested that I was the best one able to run in that election. Also, the norm is that normally, for example, when I went to East Rural St. Andrew, we were 7 points behind. We ended up winning. And when I went to East Portland, we were 11 points behind. We ended up 1 point behind. So,
No, Damian Crawford is a very effective politician. Numbers don't lie.
The fact of the matter is that I've never been given the opportunity to select a seat. In East Portland, persons unwilling to be truthful would forget that COVID came immediately after. And I had a business that supplied hotels. So I found it financially incapable to continue politically because we don't get funded to run in a seat. You fund yourself. And so after the COVID came, I couldn't sustain 2 houses, which was what Portland would have needed because I didn't live in Portland, nor was it close to Kingston. And I couldn't sustain a campaign because the business was 100% hotel supply. So therefore I withdrew from Portland, and the party had to put a new candidate, rightfully. It couldn't have been reserved for me until I recovered financially. But East Portland I'll never forget how energized they were and how hard they worked.
No, that is significant, ladies and gentlemen. When you think about I almost said the land deal. When you think about what he said just now about COVID and the fact that he didn't live in East Portland, that is practical. That created an issue. It is what it is. Now, guess what happened? What was the first thing that something there? What his name? Isaac Buchanan do? Move to Portland, you know. Only see the first thing Isaac do, I move to Portland. I'm just tapping your face and it won't like. No man, all you have to do, listen, 2 times like this. And if you don't get to hit the like button that way, look at the bottom right corner. There's 3 dot symbol. Press it and then you're gonna see the like button over there somewhere. One of them corner there. You open up. Everybody, work with me. Hold on there. Tickers, let me your phone. Let me demonstrate something to them people. Let me your phone. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it now. Everybody. Well, let's continue.
By extension, I'll always love the people in East Portland. And East Rural gave me my first opportunity. It calls for me to be the first person with locks to be in Parliament. And I'll always remember that. So, now that I was asked which seat I would want to represent.
Patrice, I'm see you think you use it open phone?
And that's because I think that
my phone.
Match my opinion.
Because I want to say me and him asleep on that time. I'm in cool. What are they saying? Yeah. No, sir. Oh, you never lock. I'm gonna find my live stream. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it finally once and for all. So we don't have, well, for those who are here anyway. Yeah, for those who are here. Well, you have somebody with name BVR Ally. You know, I'm going to change my name and change my hashtag. Alright, here we go. Look. You see when I double tap the screen like that? You see when I double tap the screen like that? It hit the like button. Let me show you the 3 dots I'm talking about. Look at the top of this corner up here. See these 3 dots? When you press that, you see when I press that, look what happens. You see the like button? You see the share button? Anytime I press the dot at the top of the screen, anytime I press this dot right here at the top of the screen right here, see it? All of that right there. That's it. That's it. That's how you hit the like button. Anytime I'm using this version, that's how you hit the like button. All you gotta do is press the dot right here and it opens up the likes. Like, share, all of that. Alright? No, Patrice, you're good, man. Patrice, I want to hear, man. I'm a board on us, and I don't say a joke here. What is the tickers? I don't say a joke here, man. Lorraine, what's up?
My opinion of farming as a reasonable opportunity. My opinion of effort and work, and my opinion of education is a highly educated constituency. Many engineers, etc., because of bauxite and because of Worthy Park. Highly qualified people. So those who know the truth would know that I have never been able to choose a seat until now. And I think I chose a seat that matched me well. So there were arranged marriages for the first 2 times, and
yes.
now I proposed for the 3rd time, and hopefully the final time.
So that is it about Damian Crawford. And give you a little history about his journey in the seats that he represented. And I thought it was interesting because I never knew that. I never knew that he didn't choose his seats. I never knew the factor about COVID at the time when, you know, he was not living in East Portland. So when you look at all of the variables and the challenges that he faced, he did extremely well. He did extremely well in those circumstances. But anyway, moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, let's go here. Let's go here. Damn shame.
And scribes and Pharisees. So I play the word that song. I mean, I ask if you listen to yourself. I just play the part of the news first before I start playing.
Yeah, man, listen to this.
Yeah, this Anjo. Yeah.
I'm Paula Ann Porter-Jones, and these are the stories from the Radio Jamaica News Center. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says he will announce the construction of 60,000 new houses in the next term. This as there is still a serious lag in the number of houses being built. Speaking at a Jamaica Labour Party Area 2 Council, Area Council 2 Gospel Concert in St. Catherine last night, Dr. Holness said there is an estimated shortage of 150,000 new housing developments in the country. He also disclosed that his administration is on track to complete the previously promised 70,000 new houses.
Yo, my general, the Prime Minister said him they on track to complete the previous 70,000 houses with them promise. Now, in the last 10 years, they don't build 10,000 houses now. No, that's not true. They don't build 10,000 houses in the last 10 years. I'm sure about that. They make songs, my general. What they promise? 70,000, right? So now, after 9 years, the man I go tell we say in the on track at the cusp. Hold on now. Yes, thank you very much. That's exactly what he said. So after 9 years now, an election is right around the corner. The man is going to promise the people that, listen, we are on track with the 70,000 houses. As a matter of fact, we have 60,000 houses lining up. A man can't lie, so brother. The man said this is one gospel concert. You know? Hey, man, wicked, no dog. Hey, man, evil, you know? Hey, man, evil, brother. Yo, me never see a man lie. So, hey, man, so people don't really believe that. Don't really believe that. After a man promised 100 day promise, what am I going to do? And he don't fulfill none of it. All 9.5 years gone. And we still not see not one thing when he promised him I going to do in 100 days. We're supposed to give him 5 more years for our next promise. When the promise from before, he re-promise the promise to the next 5 years. People, don't tell me say you're so fool. Let the 200,000 Jamaican alone, we are die-hearted JLP according to Damian Crawford, make them alone fool. But you see well-thinking individuals who are not boo-boo. And I like when people take on for idiot. Don't believe, you cannot believe nothing that come out of this man's mouth. The man is a liar, brother. The man wicked. The man said to do a straight face. The man no respect you know. The man no respect. Yo, can you not talk to me? Me know him not talk to me. Because me not listening on that level if you know. Listen, me shun that the evil a long time. Me just talk to Uno who thinks you really go listen to somebody like this and really take what them say. Uno is still undecided that Uno may talk to. Uno believe this man? 60,000. Alright, imagine a man come here and tell us, say, you want to go on. Me a plumber, you know. And you have a pipe problem, and your sewage problem, and here we go on. Me can't fix it. This is the money. Give me the money, can't fix it. And after 9 years, the problem no fix. And he said, no man, we're on track, man, let's give you 5 more years. So I don't believe him. Yo, Mr. Sewage, I go kill you now. Be a shit. You remember good.
Man, of wicked to addressing the issue of access to housing.
Yes, so, Class Prefect says he's like the father of the devil. Class Prefect, but I feel like someone see a comment earlier about Bloomfield and the land, you know, and them something, the land deal, you know. But I feel like someone see a comment. I see a comment, my boss. But just no want to go there on the live, you understand?
Only announce
Big up yourself, class
the
please.
next phase of housing development.
Hey, you see this phase thing? Andrew Holness make me allergic to phase. If me hear the word phase one more time, me I go scream. Me no want you, hey, Mark Golden, nobody come with no phase, no brother. Listen to me. Andrew Holness has corrupted legitimacy of phase. Right now, me have PTSD. Every time I hear phase, I feel like say a lie somebody I tell. Please use one next word. Tell us that you're going to do it in stages. Not tell us about no phase. We don't want you not about no phase. You understand what I say? Tell us you're going to do it in stages. Stages, not phases. Because that phase out, I can't take no more phase, brother. It'll mash up my meds. Please, me I beg you, no more phase. Stages, Mr. Mark Golden, we don't want you not about no phase. Julian Robinson, you talk about phase for the end. Don't do that word there. Andrew Holness destroy the word phase. It'll give me PTSD. I want to hear about stages. At the first stage, this is what we're going to do. We don't want you not about no phase, my general. Stages. Please, me I beg you. Because it just, anytime you hear phase, me think say I want a liar come after this. I just want next way for trick with. Me don't want you no more phase. No more phases. Thank you. Let's continue. Man,
Which will help us to reach the 150,000 mark. So I will be announcing another 60,000 new houses to be built coming in the next term. And we are well on our way with that. And I want to tell you that...
Oh, you're well on your way. Oh, you're well on your way. We are well on our way. The people remember set me on our water. Upon the part there, so then they break your water and then some would they come and I say a lot of people I tell, you don't have water? Water reach up there. I want to phase them want to get. That's why I'm afraid of phase.
We're not building a house on infirm ground.
Infirm ground?
So, you hear this?
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, he says
Infirm.
his administration is looking to develop housing units in St. Catherine to...
Him not build no house on infirm ground. You know me scared, I'm not going like someone know everything, you know. So, we could look for what I mean by that. Infirm. Infirm meaning not physical or mentally strong. Oh, so who wanna build house on grounds that are not physically strong? So Mark Golden must throw shots on. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, wrong audio.
Fantastic.
Wrong
So
audio.
you mentioned a couple areas just now.
I don't know the audio there. Oh, by the way, people, you can check out that girl that she named the Trailblazer with Tamara McKaylee TV. She interviews everybody in PMP and JLP. Alright, and so I fear audio when I check out. I just saw the interview there with Damian Crawford. Zine, and it's like, I think it's a day old or some hours. 1 day ago. Yeah, 1 day ago.
respond to the needs of residents.
We have put together
There's some
an
ice here.
enterprise team of sorts to start work on what we call the Greater Innswood Development Plan. The Greater Innswood Development Plan will start in this...
People, una money number one. Let me ask you something. When I sit down and listen to him and him ask you fuck you, you have a job with benefits to buy a house. Remember.
That's one good question. People, listen to the question that Mr. Lonesome asked a while ago. No. That's one good question. Listen to that question again. He man get mad and just stop it argument and ask. Ocha.
Development plan
Listen,
will
Ocha.
start in this...
Pause.
People, una
Yeah.
money number one. Let me ask you something.
Yes.
When I sit down and listen to him and him ask you fuck you, you have a job with benefits to buy a house.
It's $16,000 up there now. We can work out, my general. No, they don't have it. We don't have it.
Remember.
Don't have it.
When I tell about housing trust, I'm a Michael man did the plan.
Must say phone,
He have
sir.
his own money and him a put money. A matter of fact, he take out over 100 billion out in the 10 years. Over 111.5 billion every year to make a budget. When him say I go and go, you take money from there, so. Him go to the airport and take around 16 billion advance. So Mark come in and have the money.
Then Mr. Julian Robinson come out and say him concerned about this thing with the government that take future money. for supplement for things that is happening right now and them not invest the future earnings them. You understand? Yes, that's our next thing too. Oh, you have to build house on farmland. Unless there's something wrong with it. You know what? Let me not say that. Listen, nothing is wrong with them. They are doing what they're doing on purpose. They are fulfilling their master's plan. Everything we see them do, them know what them do. Them not incompetent. Them wicked. That is it. Them wicked. Them wicked. Them wicked.
You gonna make a budget. Him go a beer that him do, and then chop the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling people that tell lie. Remember it is there, you know. Me play the currency. It's there. It's there.
But it's a disgrace still for see the man go on. You know what? It's not a disgrace. Because that was not a what you call it? That was not a gospel concert. Me never see a gospel concert and you have politicians go on there and attack. Yeah, that was a rally. If you are going to do gospel concert, we're supposed to see gospel artists and preacher perform. We're not supposed to hear nothing about no politics. So that was not a gospel concert. So I want to do no tricky people and doing things to a gospel concert so they can gather in a big numbers. I want to try to rebrand on yourself. Because members say, hold on, I set up table, you know, with bag of kangaroo pan and all type of things that go on, you know. We don't know poker business, you know. Member good, you know. So I don't know how comes when I talk about say when I say God, I don't know a bun God, you know. With food, you know, lifestyle, you know. You understand what I say? You can't pick the devil and pick God at the same time. You have to pick a side. You have to pick a side. Is either you're with God or you're with the devil. You can't be a... I'm telling you, you see, Mark Stewart don't tell you no what got him in another season, you know. And enough of you now go wake up. All I want to pastor we sell out the church about them something there. And I work for Andrew Holness, all I want to bishop there now, you know, no clique, I want to order. Me say, you go no wake up. Prophet don't tell you no what got him already. Because a long time Mark Stewart and Mr. Peter Chambers are one, you know. You understand? And I tell you, if you come out and leave the nastiness alone. Because we not deceive the people in the church. You understand? We not work with the government. Present government. And I deceive the people. I got me say, God I go deal with them, man. Watch I go on. You not go normal. One of them drop out already, you know? One of them drop out already from the prophet talk. So nobody feel like a chattings. You can't stay there. You just not follow up news. Remember good. Hold on, sorry.
Then no, you see when them from 100 first, 100,000. And then cut it to 70,000. And still I tell about 60. What kind of next term? But I bought prison.
Yeah, by the way, Splash is the big up. Oh, I'm going to talk about say sick, we're on track. That's the next thing too. Brother, third term in a prison, brother, what you talk about? You're not. Listen to me, man. You can't see another term. Not under God Almighty. You can't see another term. You understand? You cannot see another term. Prison term alone, loading. And you not hear what prophet say about Darrell Vaz? He dream about Darrell Vaz. Let me remind you, because this man in here, so it's fresh in my mind. The man say in dreams to Darrell Vaz, no, in picnic them, run to him and beg him to come pray for his father because he's in a trouble. Darrell Vaz picnic them, you know, come to Mark Stewart, you know, to come pray for Darrell Vaz, you know, listen to his vision, you know. Man come to the man, see the man. The pity them bring the man to. Yes, the pity them bring the man to. Darrell Vaz in our vision, you know. Round one table with bare paperwork. Darrell Vaz a fret because the amount of accusations we are levied against him about this busting. The people them not letting it go because it seems very, very fishy. And the PMP them are looking into it too. So you know it go. You know it go. Mocha, you can't stand on this, my general. This don't look good. This document where him refuse to address with such man's signature upon. Him not address the document there all now, you know. Him not say fake, him not say nothing. What is going on? All he must say is that, oh, I refute the claims. Refute, they can refute documentation. Oh, you have to refute documentation. Make it make sense. Numbers lie, people lie. Numbers and paperwork don't. So is either you going to tell me say the document they fake and you have to prove say fake now. And that's a court business. Because if it's not fake, that is international fraud. And that's a big charge. And you talk about the United States involved. Not in the fraud, but the thing come true from the United States. The potential fraud, what looks to be a fraud, what appears to be a fraud. We have said these things the way we say it. Because, we're not accused nobody say it's fraud. But it don't look good. So I have to go answer to that. He can't go, listen, the man them can't continue to mess around with tax dollars them and we just make it slide. If me send a man go shop with 500 Jamaican dollars for me, and me tell himself go buy 2 pounds of sugar and tell himself to buy 2 pounds of flour and 1 pound of chicken back. Me not even know if 500 I can buy so much something. But I'm just saying. So me give him $5,000. Right? Me give him $5,000 for that. You don't know say I have to bring back my receipt. A problem. Anyhow, you not bring back my receipt and make me know how my money go, a problem. So I want to know what is wrong with the Jamaican people. Why you make with millions and billions and trillions of tax dollars? Why you so easy with the man them with the money? Why you not hold them to account with the money? When the Blair Auditor General come out and say almost trillions of dollars is unaccounted for, them not have no receipt feet. We don't know where the money go. We don't know if a thief then thief it and we just easy back. You say if a man take $5,000 from me, I tell you say I'm brawling madness. I'm going to tell me where my money go. So only so easy with trillions of dollars. Only just don't care if they're rob we. And the die-hearted people, the two of them is the same thing. Bullshit. Don't tell me say Mark Golding never run Jamaica yet. Mark Golding was never responsible for the purse. We don't see him in action yet. So don't mix Mark Golding with them people that are in a power right now. It's not the same. Don't do it.
Terrible man. Let me tell you this. When you come out the first 100 days that I'm on the move, I went that guy and I'm not chatting with him. None. Much just 10 years. 10 years. The man's sick. 10 years. You sit down 10 years. And then come back and go and give garbage. And I tell you, so the opposition, you know why you're not with him, you see my aunt. If I be able to ban, this would have been 9+ I can right now. Because when you pass 9 years, you just want it half past 10. Never see nobody else. You would sit down for your decades and make a man destroy you and when you look them get Christian. Then they're not pressure you.
Now, only listen to every woman, so listen to this.
But the white Mark Golding,
the white Mark Golding. I saw him start filming. The white Mark Golding. Oh, it look like him losing voice, am I right? Hold on there.
But the white Mark Golding.
Oh, it look like him losing voice, so. Woman, Danny, alright? Woman, Danny, good? People, wanna see that video? Wet bread, big up. Simone, wanna see that video? Woman, Danny sound good. Woman, Danny look good neither. Something wrong, man.
Try to cuss bad word, but cuss bad word not make a Jamaican at all. But the white Mark Golding and this.
They're going to make you boss. They're going to make you boss. They're
talking about a Jamaican now. How many man say white? Him have Chinese pandesser, you know. Govt and a black man, you know. Darrell Vaz and a black man, you know. No, for the people them know that they want that. That father-in-law and British, you know.
That is why I don't know why they keep bringing up Mark Golding race. Majority of the JLP is white people. Siaga was a white man that did not come from Jamaica. and they accept him with open arms, although him come mash up the country. And still have remnants of him work in a Andrew Holness and mash up the country now. So I don't understand, like, where the whiteness, just say something else, brother. It's the most stupidest argument for attack Mark Golding race. Have you guys watched a JLP conference and see the white people in on the stage for the JLP? Have you guys seen them? White like a snow. Don't make it be that. Please don't let it be that. And if you really want to do a comparison and be petty, I want you to look at everybody else in the People's National Party apart from Mark Golding. And what do you see? Melanated beings. So for all those people that are petty, just know that your main representations is melanated people on the PMP side. And a 22 woman. Yo. Let me sit. Anyway, what may I say? What may I say? No, then stop it, man. There's a lot of melanated representation in the People's National Party. Oh, and 22 women, as a matter of fact. 22 women. If you want to go the global standard of gender parity, them have 22 women out of 63. More than a third. And if you listen to the women's forum, their intention is to have half of the party in representation as women and half as men. So they are really into gender parity. Oh, and by the way, the women that they have, they are not women that are just, them not just give them position because they're a woman. They're actually qualified. They're actually intelligent. They know what they're doing. Them strong, them ready, mentally and otherwise. You see what I say? What you say? By 22, hey, somebody go buy 22 in a cash pack. My brother say buy 22, because be a white people here they are talking about. You have to buy 26 too, you know. Buy 26. Dan said we send him money.
And in the past,
no, sir.
This may I tell you, them can, hey.
Them fool.
This is a germ. This is a concert.
Sure.
For Christ's sake, this is a gospel concert.
First, Andrew go up there and lie to you people about him and promise them 60,000 horse. You know, there's so much things I can say. It's almost ridiculous. Sometimes it no matter me say nothing. Because I come like me I beat a dead horse. Seriously. Man, no feel like so, brother. But it bother me. Me not like liar, you know. Me not like liar. Call liar with teeth. Me not like liar. I don't like liar. I can't stand a liar. Liar is like one of them things the way, you know, the DNA if you're liar is to do some other things where you know really have a benefit to it. Especially in our leadership role. No, it's not gonna work. We can't stand a liar them, no sir.
So we must prove on that. And then you hear
our bees bite up.
Yes, so we must say yes, so. And then Andrew come off after come off. Come on. And listen and tell me if them make sense. Where Andrew talk about him and how him have to keep and you know a lion.
Alright, so I find the video with him. I'm gonna try to play it as fast as possible because you know. Let me see. Cause him not talk fast enough.
As we bring the police, we're ready, Michael.
And your household. Showers of blessings. You will agree with me that Carencia has certainly grown into the master of ceremonies. She has done an amazing job, and I wish to commend her for her management of the stage and the progress of the program. We are considerate that many of you have traveled from very far and you have been here for a long time. And while it may be fun and you are enjoying, you are still waiting to be fed knowledge, to be edified, so when you go back to your community,
I when Andrew Holness done teacher. Who am I edify? And where am I edify them with? In my pastor. I want gospel concert now. Very interesting.
It is a fulfilling experience for you to share with the others who may be skeptical of this process of you leaving where you are, putting on your t-shirt and coming to hear us. So when you come here, it's not only about the greetings and the shower, but you would have heard things that you can identify with, that you feel that it would have made you better and justify your journey here with us. And so we have taken that into consideration, and our meetings are designed for that, so that you leave here fulfilled.
I don't know if we can get through this enough.
I want to commend the chairman of Area Council too, Everard Warmington, for constantly having this gathering. He has done this on a regular basis for his area.
So when I wickedest man them, that is a part of the lodge. A secret order that does secret things and secret ceremonies. Keeps a gospel concert. Hey, God will not be mocked, you know. God will not be mocked. Trust and believe me. We now get rid of them.
It has worked out very well.
Now get rid of
and I want to commend it. Indeed, this is almost entirely his vision. Where is everyone?
So Andrew Holness can put Everard Warmington up on a public platform. But when him do skullduggery and foolishness, him don't go up on a platform and chastise him. You see how that works? So you see, when we say everything you have to blame on Andrew, leadership, how you do things. I have never heard Andrew Holness come out and lambast Everard Warmington. And he has said things to forget that something there. And make people them know, so we don't stand for that. Yeah man, Juliet Holness is very quiet. But I don't want to talk about her. I can't wait till she get unquiet. And then we can talk. Because silent is consent, you know. When she get unquiet, then we can talk. I don't want to assume nothing. I'm not so close to the freedom situation. You understand? So I wait for hear when she come out. Because there's a prophecy about something when I watch. To see if I she. You understand? Yes. We follow the prophecy them seriously. Because I didn't type of time there now. You remember good. But they are watch.
Anyway.
So you see what him do a while ago? Him knocked the mic. I believe Mark Goldie mature shot pan about the mic when I work, you know. And the bad old thing on Everard Warmington, you know.
I've had a conversation with Everard, and you notice that tonight he made a deliberate attempt to stay on his script.
When you hear that, you see me tell you now, I'm not even listen. I first time listen to this. Brother, I know, brother, so I start study people. I'm not normal, you know. You saw him knock the mic a while ago, and Mark Gold in the mature shut off, you know, with the microphone in the work down son and him muffle and utter the bad word. And now I talk about Everard Warmington, him tell him say him had a conversation with him for him to stick to the script. So him don't go off track. Whatever script them right. So him know about the attack on Mark Gold when Everard Warmington come up condo. So everything what Everard Warmington said, he knew he was gonna say it. He has now admitted. He is inveigled with the foolishness, people. The man inveigled with the foolishness. If he use the race card and look on the people in them in a party, we're white. What can go so?
And so it is in the era of politics that we are. When we speak here, and I'm speaking to several thousands of people here, but when you take all the independent broadcasting that is taking place, I'm looking at several phones pointed at the platform, and they are all reaching hundreds and thousands of people independently being broadcasted. So every speech you make is being broadcasted and is cutting across various segments of the population. There are some people who won't take offense to some things that you say, but there are others that will. And some politicians will calculate, all right, who am I going to offend and who am I going to gain? That is what you call the popularity game. As leader of the country, I don't have that luxury to play the popularity game. I still have to serve all publics, all people of Jamaica.
Yo, I'm not even gonna address that. I'm gonna let him have it. Y'all know what it is. Tilsa, what's up? Yo.
And no matter what
I need to get through this.
What is done, ultimately, I am the standard bearer for the standards of the country and the society, and I cannot compromise that.
Oh, so when a statutory declaration cannot be certified, you don't know, say, that is the standard bearer that we need to have a politician that's leading the country, that statutory declaration is certified, that we know that your earnings is equal to your legal, your actual assets is equal to your earnings, your legal earnings. So you never know. So that's not a standard of leadership. So the world I look upon one prime minister of Jamaica that cannot certify him assets. We don't know if you're a thief. We don't know. We don't know how you get the money. We don't know where we don't know. And you are still running for office, although your statutory declaration is not certified. You are the standard bearer of trappings, as class prefect said. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Standard bearer of... Listen, you are of no standard or caliber. You are no standard for us. You are below the standard. That's why you need to move and really... Call election, brother. Call election, man. Time for them foolishness. Call election.
To be gathered here in Hood Harbor.
Let's speed it up some
Not
more.
just as members of a political movement,
can't do this,
but as people of faith.
People of faith?
United in the belief that God is sovereign over all things, including politics and governance. There are things that I will readily admit that is not within my control. And politics, it is like liquor. When you drink too much of it, you get drunk. And people get drunk on power. But even the fumes of power can get you drunk. Some people have gotten drunk on just the fumes of power.
So every time him knock the microphone, he's trying to throw shots at Mark Golding. So Mark Golding is getting drunk on the fumes of power. Because he's not in power yet. So it's like he must say, Mark Golding I get too confident. But the people is what is giving him the confidence. The reaction from the people all over Jamaica. Tisa Taylor, big up. And him use liquor. Interesting. Liquor. Because you know them always talk about him a rummed, yeah, them always talk about Mark Golding a rummed and all of these things. I see what he did there. I see what he did there.
We are reminded tonight. We are reminded tonight.
Mind you, know, this is a gospel concert, you know. I just want them to remember that.
That even on the political platform, the standards of righteousness must not be lowered.
So, how comes you are run for Prime Minister? And you have everybody on a gag order. 10 of you under investigation for illicit enrichment, including you. So what kind of righteousness you talk about? What is it? Bro, you cannot make this up, bro. No, man, I don't think I can get through this. Too many lies. Too many, no.
Our politics must reflect the wholesomeness of our people and the spiritual values that we must uphold as a nation.
Oh my God.
You know, we live in a time...
What is your spiritual value? What is your spiritual values?
Where the modern thought is that we are all free to do what we want to do. In other words, there are persons who would want you to feel that freedom of choice, freedom of expression, the freedoms that we have means that there is no standard. There is no value. And unfortunately, value has been reduced to what you can buy, meaning that we confuse the value of morality with the value of money.
Uno, we are put, you know what? The Jamaica Labour Party are talking about value. I'm buying. Bro, what is going on right now, bro? What is going on right now? Yes, talk about it. Them buy out the most people them. And the people them tell us them buy them out. Then 5,000, then 10,000, then $15,000 in an envelope, shirt and them something there. And them talk about buyout.
And even political parties sometimes get into that game where we seek to make commitments and promises about how much money you're going to get. And not enough time is spent on how we're going to truly improve the quality of your life, how we're going to make you better, happier, spiritually whole and sound, more peaceful, more caring, more environmentally conscious. These are important values, important things that our politics need to embrace, and we need to consider it. I raise these issues here because, after all, this is a gospel concert. So, there are those.
I want to remember, say, every time him knock the microphone, and Mark go him take shots at here.
Who have used
he might tell upon himself, yes, Tisa, and in party, everything we must say, you see, them listen, they project, you know. Every time you hear them talk about themselves. They might try to attack the PNP, but all of the ills them when they try to put on the PNP, and them do it. You know, yo, it's weird.
Political stage.
Weird.
Primarily to bring down people.
What?
Thinking that popularity can be earned through profanity.
Yo, so what am I trying to say? Mark Golding cuss one bad word on purpose to get popularity? Bro, everybody saw what happened. The microphone ain't working the whole time. What is this guy talking about? What is he trying to suggest? No, I never say no curse it, you know. He's saying, this is what he's saying. Him curse the bad word to get popularity. For see more Jamaican. That I argument with him I put right now, no? Me know saying curse the bad word, him apologize for it. He went on the same stage. He said blood C. Blood C, BC, yeah. No, the microphone ain't at work. And it cut off. And the microphone catch him and say it. And I'm breath. He never say it loud. As a matter of fact, when I listen to stream, the microphone you never couldn't hear it good. And the media observer and Gleaner and them what they did feed the microphone catch it. And they put it on the thing and show and say, yo, him say the word. But cause when I stream it, I never hear it. Me only hear blood, I never hear other part. Cause the microphone like a problem. And then when I any speech, so it was frustrating a human being. Him say it and he apologize. Everyone want me to put out one voice note on the media. Him go on the same stage and apologize to the people and say, I'm sorry, this is what happened. I'm not mean to offend anybody. He's a humble youth. Sorry. But now them try to spin it like say, Mark Golding and look popularity for cuss about word. That's ridiculous. You want to look no popularity for that, brother. And you see for them thing is, it's just true, them try to label him as not being Jamaican. When Mark Golding go do something like curse about word, it almost backfire upon them the narrative when them push out about him, you know. And that happened, you know. Yeah, the mic was down. The mic was down.
But I say to you, as I have written to my political party to say, we are not in a race to the gutter.
Oh my God, the man said there's nothing a race to the gutter. Then why we not tear down the people in billboard? Why we not tear down the people in billboard? Why on the support of them tear down Miranda Wellington billboard the day when you were supposed to go in that constituency, but you're not in the gutter? But did you ever address it? Did you ever tell your people, your supporters, that that is not how we conduct ourselves and you're not going to stand for it? Did you condemn them for taking down Miranda's board? When I bought them there right in front of Miranda Wellington, mother yard, camera showing people them take it down. Them all hide their license plate. It was organized. And she talk about it. The people and where them see on the camera, they are connected to the MP where she roll against. So nobody come talk about it now go play in the gutter. That's all the JLP do is play in the gutter. Why you think they call them shower labor right? Because them shower down bullets on their enemies. What you mean not the gutter? Over constituency so much gun coming out. Now Desmond Mackenzie constituency, no, we can't know who on the Blur North building. What you mean not in the gutter? Brother, yo, let me tell you something, man. Do not be fooled by these serpents and these snakes. Do not be fooled. Come here and talk nice and them. Brother, yo. I don't know who them try to trick you, man.
That the General Secretary of the opposing party has said that if we go low, they go low. We don't join that. We are not into that.
What?
No.
Where you mean? Where say General Secretary to say?
It is said that the General Secretary of the opposing party has said that if we go low, they go lower.
That is a lie. That is a lie from the pits of hell. I have never heard the Gensec say that if the JLP go low, PMP go lower. I have never heard that. Oh my God. There's some ice. Yo. I hope the Gensec address this, you know. I hope the Gensec address this. Yes, my general.
We don't join that. We are not into that. No, we can't do that. The Jamaica Labour Party does not and will not trade the dignity of the people for denigration and disgrace. No, we are not going to do that. We must be guided by Psalms 19 verse 14.
Whoa! The man quote scripture. The devil is quoting a scripture. And you know what? The devil know the Bible more than enough people. So yeah man, me understand.
Words of our mouth and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight. Oh.
So him still a try to sing. So no popularity my look. Cause Mark Golden and my lady they sing a Christmas song. Hey, a real copycat them, you know? Follow fashion bad, you know? People might just say, oh boy, you know, so bias that, bro. When me see things for what it is, I make my elephant me click in, brother. Me just remember things. Me quick. Me just, you understand? Me never used to follow up them something about. So me start follow it up, the history of it, and when me know, brother, when me hear the man say certain things, brother, me marvel, me I say, oh wait. But remember you did say that, remember you did do that? That's why I want to see expression upon my face when me hear them say something. I'm like, what? Bro, you can't be serious. Ain't no way, bro. Nah. You can't serious. You can't serious.
Wind is energy. So word is not an ineffectual thing. Word shapes minds.
Oh, so you know say word shape mind. So when Desmond Mackenzie when I go tell the people them say, they have to take it to the streets to defend you. You never know say when I shape their mind when you do that. Whenever I want me to tell the people them say, Mark Golding can't be president or prime minister over film dead body. You never know say that was shaping their mind. When you come out and tell the people them say, they have to take it to the streets when the man when I protest, for protest on behalf of you. You never know say when I shape their mind into attacking the People's National Party supporters them and starting a war, a civil war amongst the people. You never did know. So you conveniently know. Say your words shape mind. Panic, gospel concert. But you never know when I say it before. You just find out after 9 years. However long you live. You just know now. Okay. Alright.
Words guide our hearts.
Alright.
Words signal what kind of leadership we have.
Oh, we are say, true. So you just know that? So we don't know what kind of leader you will be, man. Because it's people and we have around you, we are allowed to use the words them we they use. When every Wilmington say, oh, no PMP MP can't get my money. You did come condemn him. You did fire every Wilmington for show the people them say you are not aligned with that type of thinking. The type of thinking where only if you are a JLP supporter, what you deal with? If only you're a JLP supporter, that is the only way you're going to get support from the JLP. That's what every Wilmington was saying, you know. But they're on the live, you hear me, General? That's what JLP, every Wilmington was saying, you know, when he said, oh, I will not give no PMP councillor my money. People tax dollars. And you still have him as a party, Let us, how you doing, Selena? Good to see you. Let us examine a certain amount of things. So that they happen with every Wilmington. Right? Ruel Reed situation. How comes you still have some type of association with him after that? Just the allegation them alone. Just the allegation them alone. Own align on yourself with him. Bobby Montague, they use police car them. Then pay down the money was paid down. Where is the car them? How comes him a high ranking member in a political party? Right? How comes? Right? It shows your leadership. Show me a company, me tell you who you is. Look at the difference with Mark Golding. I mean, a whole heap of respect for the action when him take against the brother down, what him name again? Him say something about the scammer them, like him in a support of the scammer them. He was supposed to run in the seat that Mr. McNeil is running now. For going as a member of parliament. And not even 24 hours no pass. And Mark Golding said, Brethren, you cannot say something like that and be running as an MP. I have to remove you. I just said the man said something, you know. The man never in a scandal for thief no money, you know. I had an allegation, you know, and he was removed. So when I realize that Mark Golding is a no-nonsense type of guy. An integrity man I deal with. You understand? That's supposed to show you what time it is. Meanwhile, you have all of these individuals that I could name a litany of them in the Jamaica Labour Party that is very questionable. That Rimple got court and get charged and brother, I don't want, yo, listen to me, man. Jamaica Labour Party and the PMP is not the same. The evidence is quite clear. The leadership is that there's a big difference in the quality of leadership. One of them stand for nothing and one of them stand for something. This man on the screen, him, let me show you. Him don't stand for nothing. Anything goes in a film party. Anybody at all can do anything and still remain in the party. We're going to take it a step further. A man beat him wife with a chair, which was his girlfriend at the time, and him a run as MP in the next election. What more do you want? The man them not have no stand. What standard is this guy talking about? Eh? Where you say? Say you don't know that the brother there? The youth beat him wife for the brother will beat him wife for the chair. Yeah, but him a run as MP now. Then carry him back. Then all the women in the party accept him. And them said him is for women.
2 years ago them time, yeah.
Yeah, brother. Him a run, whatever him know his name. I don't remember his name, him a run.
Remember him name, man.
You see me? Him a, George Davis. No, not George Davis. No, man, not George Davis. What his name again? What the guy name again? Hold on there. Me just say, like, bro, let us not do that. Me go find him name quick and fast. Quick and fast, phone. Because I don't want them people that feel like say, yo, man, just there as a talk. You see me? The man them don't have no standard, brother. The man them don't have no standard. How dare you talk about standard? Look at the people that is representing your party. This is ridiculous. too much questionable individuals. Right? I remember the drill. The brother, no one offend any name, man. Soon tell your name. Remember the drill? That's why I'm going to look for it because I don't remember. Remember the brother with the drill? Feather brother? A feather brother? Donovan Williams? I know. We don't know who really own the company. Talk to me now, man. What are we talking about? This is ridiculous. These guys now will no standard, bro. We soon find it, you know. In the meantime, let me just play this. Because this guy is incredible. Standards. Yo,
so my fellow Jamaicans,
can't make this up.
We are also living in a time when truth is being sacrificed at the altar. Lies, half-truths are being spread by the opposition. Not just in the heat of a campaign.
George Wright. Thank you very much. George Wright. Brother, yo, the man just come up here and tell how much lie already, you know. I know man are going to talk about lies are being spread on half-truth. When you cut one ribbon for one place and it don't functional, isn't that a lie? The man cut ribbon for urban center and it is alleged that there is no sewage system. How it a go open? We are get reports that the damn urban center depend if you dig 6 feet down a bare water. So how you go build a sewage system in that the area there? And you cut ribbon. Every day you get up and cut ribbon and mislead the people. And you're talking about lies? This man is, yo, this guy is incredible, brother. Yo.
But as part of a sustained strategy to mislead and confuse.
Mislead. You are talking about mislead. You and your party and your media pundits them. Mr. Bradley Avenue put out an article and retract it same time. I thank God say people have screenshot and screen recordings suggesting that the article suggested and it had people thinking too that you're now clear and you're certified and you're not being investigated anymore. Which the truth of the matter is the investigation is going to continue under the FID. And you're talking about misleading when Bradley Avenue put out those things. Me show a receipt, right? Where somebody send me labor right a comment to Atta for the press as if Atta for the press are idiot. And she has spread misinformation because Andrew Holness statutory declaration is certified. Me go up on Twitter and even see the same thing too. I went on Twitter and saw people saying it, and it's because of Bradley Avenue. Yes. And you're talking about misinformation? No, none of us is perfect. Right? None of us is perfect. And I am not going to be claim to be perfect. But my God, when you look on previous articles that come out about the IC. Achoo. When you look on previous articles, where Bradley Avenue put out about the IC, and I even played a video the other day. I put out a video the other day about it. When you look on previous interviews about the IC, yo, may I tell you, say, the man them knew, you know, say the investigation are going to continue to the FID, you know. And the man them still put out the article, say, the man them, they like, I suggest, say, the man is no longer being investigated, you know. And him think good, you know. Man them wicked, brother. I tell you, the man is not normal.
And I want to point that out to you tonight. That not everything you hear in social media, not everything you hear in the newspapers, on the radio, and certainly on the opposition platform is true.
Not everything you hear on the Freedom platform is true. Why I never said that? So what? Him are the arbiter of truth? Film platform them are the arbiter of truth? In favor of Kuya. Listen to me. Tell you something. I'm going to show you say everybody compromise. Even the JIS compromise. Yes, I said it. Miss, you can't do that.
I look on this.
No, but I mean it on my live. It is live.
Oh, live. You don't know. You see, I look. I don't know. I say it live. I look on this in the camera and say, oh, I'm not seeing nothing. I go up and come down.
No, man, it's not a TikTok live, miss.
I wouldn't know that.
So you can't ask and if you do this and I do this.
Me, I look if it I go up.
No, but you can't ask me.
I don't want to cut your conversation.
But you are cut it already because of what you do.
And you can't talk to me.
But what you do behind me is a distraction. That's why I have to cut it. So either way you cut me, so you better just ask me what. Say, Ray. You understand what I say? Better you just ask me and done instead of do all of this. You come like a creepy face, brother. No, I mean, not. John will start. Anyway, moving on. As me I say, the man them dangerous, brother.
On the radio?
Yes. So as I was saying, Bradley Avenue and all of the platform them, even JIS is compromised. Wanna remember the picture with something there. Andrew Holness, when him did young, we talk about TV always a show, when him say him greatest fear, or no, his destiny is to be assassinated by one of his many enemies. Wanna remember that? JIS cut out the part where say him destiny is to be assassinated by one of his many enemies. Why did JIS cut out the information when they wanna put out them thing on JIS? Why them cut it out? Because even the JIS is compromised. So when they come talk about the media, don't believe anything upon the media, don't believe anything nowhere. Cut it straight across the board. Not even the JIS enough to believe everything when they put up. Because they will cut out information and mislead the people. Because they misled the people to make them look like say this man I want sane person and him I want good smile if you elect in the future. Why them never show say as a young man, 17, 16-year-old, him writes a film destiny, Andrew Holness, is to be assassinated by one of his many enemies. With 16-year-old you will know a thing like that. You know, so the man diabolical. The man is diabolical. Something did wrong with him. I don't know what Siaga doing, but something did wrong with him, brother. From him very young, if he thinks say, he might go get assassinated. That time destiny, you know. Destiny means your final time on earth, you know, is to be assassinated by one of his many enemies. It's unbelievable. But him actually write it. Him actually write it. We can't believe that the man actually write that about himself. Which 17-year-old you know think like that about himself? As a matter of fact, at 17, which many enemies am I talking about? Oh, you get many enemies at 17. So you tell me, say 17 years per earth, you already have many enemies. Then you're a wicked man. You're a wicked smarty. You come out of your womb just wicked. If you have so much enemies that you think say you're going to get assassinated by one of them. So even the JIS put out misinformation. Jamaica Information Service is compromised. The man is diabolical, class prefect. Diabolical. I talk about misinformation.
On the opposition platform is true.
Someone are crazy, man.
Are an abomination to the Lord.
Oh, you didn't know that? Lying lips is an abomination to the Lord. Then you know say you're a ghost cook. You're a ghost cook. If you didn't know say lying lips is an abomination to the Lord, the amount of lie you tell on a daily basis. The only time you not lie when you not talk. You must know say you're a ghost cook, my general. Cook. Cook like a
but they that deal in truth are his delight.
Oh, so you know say God not have no favor with you. I'm glad say you know that, you know. Hey, you know say we are going to remember this moment in the near future when him say this. Yo, this not going normal.
We as the government, we have an obligation to deal in truth. And we have set standards for our public communication with our social media, and anything that we put out as a government as far as possible must be true. We're not going to craft anything to mislead. or twist anything for popularity. We have an obligation to give you, the people of this country, the truth so that you can make the right decisions. And we can do this because we believe and we know that we have the truth on our side. We have a record of performance that speaks for itself.
What? So call it then, no? Call it election then, my general. Since I have a record of performance. Call it election. We don't want you no more argument. We don't want you no more conversation. Call it election. I hope you call the election on that day, you know. That night, you know, Sunday night, you know. I must call it, you know. At some point of this speech, I must call the election. Because your record speak for itself. When the record speak for itself, so call it. Call it, man. Call it, my general.
But
oh, yes. Him did ask for forgiveness. Yes. Some years ago. I know I need to find back that clip there. Where's the Andrew tell jokes? Even
plans that will speak even louder. Because when you look at what we perform, what we have done, what we have achieved, and you take the plans, you can say, yes, I can have faith in what the Jamaica Labour Party tells us it is going to do. I can believe what the Jamaica Labour...
No, in a long time something this. This was yesterday. This audio was from yesterday. Go up on BOJ TV Live. Yeah, this was 13 hours ago and post this. A fresh audio, man. Marcia Wagwan. Every time him open me mouth a lie. Every time.
Labour Party says because the Jamaica Labour Party has delivered for the people of Jamaica.
Which people are Jamaica?
No me, man.
Which people? Eh? Which people are Jamaica and deliver for? All the fertilizer them. But yo. Fertilizer scandal. All that them on the Andrew Wheatley. Watch him how long for him made. He can't even say, he can't even nod in a yes. Cause he knows a lie, I tell.
You know what faith is.
Sir.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen.
So after 10 years, you still want the people to hope and look for. No tangible nothing.
You can have faith in the Jamaica Labour Party because we have provided the substance, the delivery. We have cut the national debt in half. You have gone 10 budgets and you don't have to go in your pocket and pay any new taxes. Never have.
Oh my God, bro. Why this man go around deceiving the people and born no new taxes? Whether inflation up, everything raised, we literally pay more taxes because of that. You have collected the most taxes than any other government in the last 40 years. This government collect the most taxes than any other government. You don't need no new tax because you not collect so much already. Cost of living is so high. What are you talking about? Stop trying to trick people and when there no sense. But so look at no new tax. Because you don't give it one name. The old tax them, you collect more percentage upon them. So more percentage means is more money. You get it? The dollar is dropping. The value of the dollar is dropping every day. That's why people can't hardly find things to buy in a supermarket. They have to put back things regularly. Even the people that have the most money. Regularly, they have to put back things. The truth is just the truth. If you used to buy Burger King, you probably have got ease off of that. Because you can't supplement the Burger King something there. You understand? It'll get too expensive. Worse if you have somebody where you pay a bill. You pay rent, you pay water, you pay light, you pay cable. The money if you divert into some serious thing and have no room, no wiggle room for no look rate. Right? If you have pitney, mighty God. Me only can listen. If you have pitney in a dem time, yeah, my God. You see me I say? The people them know we have pitney. Seriously. It rough. It no normal. It no normal.
Before in the history of this country.
How about no new tax?
Unemployment was at 13%.
Oh, here we go with the unemployment. Jesus Christ. People can't take matter. Stop making them chicken about unemployment. the way how they calculate unemployment is flawed. As a matter of fact, the way how they describe unemployment is flawed. You see, if you have one job where you work 1 hour a week, them consider you employed. You don't need to know nothing more than that. So it inflates the amount of people that they claim is unemployed. So somebody can live off of 1 hour a week for one job, 1 day work. Somebody can live off of that. Yeah, that is prosperity where them say them bring to the country. And members say 1 hour, look it up. When I first learned that, I was flabbergasted. Me shocked, I couldn't believe. 1 hour a week is considered employment. That is the standard. If you work 1 hour a week, it's considered employment. So when they talk about employment and cut on the amount of people employed, it is a facade, it is a trick, it is a gimmicks. Don't make them trick you. Go look it up on yourself. May I encourage you to go read. Go look up what is the standard of unemployment. What does it mean to be employed in Jamaica? 1 hour a week is the minimum standard for consider a person employed. 1 hour. A $70,000 a $20,000 hour that the job they pay. Where you can just work in 1 hour and then you're good. Tell me which job I give you $20,000 hour or $16,000 hour. The minimum wage. So when them a boast about minimum wage rise up, most people not earn minimum wage because they work 1 day a week, 2 days a week. So when they say unemployment down, it doesn't mean anything. To the reality in a people's life where they live every day, don't mean nothing. Don't make them trick you no. Don't make them trick you no.
When we took it over, unemployment is now at 3%. The biggest problem now is to get those youngsters who are unskilled, to get them skills and certification so we can get that remaining 20,000 people in the population who are not employed into jobs. And
by the way, so according to Andrew, 20,000 people left in our population that is unemployed. I want to do an eye test. I want to do an eye test in your own community. And in Jamaica, people who live in Jamaica, I want to do an eye test. How much you to know in our community when now work? Is it a large number? Is it an alarming number? Is it too much? The one them sitting on the roadside, they never see them put on clothes and I go work it. How much of them there in our community? Just do the eye test, because you don't have to do no bag of numbers to know say a foolish system attack and I lie this. You don't have to do no bag of numbers. Drive through the community at daytime. Drive through the bar them. Look and see where the youth them there. And tell me say, them a work. Them a work. Everybody have job according to them. Just go and look. Do a look at survey. PLI the man them tell, brother. PLI the man them tell. Tell me.
It's not that there isn't any jobs. We just need to get them skilled. That wasn't the situation before. You know, when I took over as Prime Minister, the murder rate per 100,000 reached as high as about 49 per 100,000. You know what the murder rate is today? If you were to annualize it, the murder rate would be somewhere between 20 and 25 per 100,000. We have cut it in half.
So, you know, count the police them. You know, count the police killing them. As a matter of fact, I said talk about that. You know, someone want to share something with you. Yeah, I can't listen to that brother anymore. I give me a headache. I tell too much lie. I can't do it. Let me go to that story, because the police them is at it again, you know, ladies and gentlemen. The police them is at it again. Not all police, you know. Some police. Them at it again.
With
she contacted the Southeast Regional Health Office.
And the 6 adult and 2 children were rendered homeless. The cause of this fire is undetermined.
Of particular concern was the substantial increase in property losses, which soared into billions of dollars for the month of June.
Estimated property at risk is $1,705,750,000. That's $1,705,750,000 when compared to $574,490 $1,490,000 in May.
The fire department is reiterating calls for persons to take the necessary fire prevention measures as well as community vigilance.
All right, that's
Are alleging police and soldiers physically abused the teacher in the community Monday morning, Kirk Wright reports.
The teacher's husband, Steve Mitchell, says she was attacked about 6 a.m. when they turned up at their house to conduct a search. She was taken to the hospital for treatment.
The man coming at the other pointing rifle in my wife and my niece. Yes, my officer, where that's why I say my wife and my niece. Who not going to fuck? Them come inside, pass and go down the yard. Anybody else living here can tell them to who. So my wife go on her phone same time.
You're good, man.
And I call her mom.
Show me no go on, Judith.
I can't on the phone, come off of the phone and grab her phone from her and shoot her and them start lick her and general.
The police have also been to another house in the community, which they have visited on several occasions. The man's spouse say they've accused him of being involved in a recent crime.
So the man come over my yard now and say, I might see where I come from, with a picture of Andre on the phone say him them come for. Because him said man for shoot them colleagues and fail. Start digging the premises now, misbehave, as they can see on the video. They get out, everything now escalate.
She says when they visited the police station with his attorney on several occasions, the police say he was not a person of interest.
We are afraid of our life because we don't know what the next procedure. We are calling on a member of the security force, the bigger authority, to step inside. Now this is getting out of hand. Where police can come and start beat up female and mash up people, thing, pop up people door, and do them like and attack people as though them like a backbone and people feet.
When we contacted the police commander for the area, she could not be reached for comment. Kirk Wright.
How convenient. So when you hear the accusation, right? Now, I find it hard to believe that people just make these types of accusations about the police and abuse them. And to me, I don't think there's any defense for the police them. The ones that are involved in these types of situations. Because there's too much evidence of same. It has become such a regular thing that the people of the country almost has become desensitized by hearing about police abusing people. You understand what I'm saying? And it's that the man and woman, them not care. Even when you remember the situation with the young youth, the youth at school. And thank you, the body cams, please. We still haven't heard nothing. Them just nothing. No body cams. Where's the body cams? No urgency on that. Have you heard them talk about it? The JLP, have you heard the JLP talk about like, yeah, you know, we are getting the body cams. They have, listen, you see, let me tell you something. And this goes for anything in life. It's when somebody is serious about something, they make it a priority. Say you're in a relationship, right? And if that man or woman don't prioritize you, it is easy to know. You're not a priority. You come second, third, fourth, and fifth. Well, when it comes, when it comes to the body worn cameras, second, third, fourth, fifth, it's not something that they have on the top of their agenda. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a skullduggery corrupt government. And if you have body cameras and police, skullduggery is going to be very hard. I tell you, man. I tell you, you know. Skullduggery is going to be very hard. You see, man? Tell you, man. I tell you. I tell you a while ago say that I got me, you know. I tell you. Tell you say that I got me.
Yo, Bolo.
Yo, under my nose. I'm out. How would it? Yo, anyway, people, I go move on from the police thing. This a situation now. Listen to this. With the fire people in Manchester, the fireman them. That story I will serious now. Listen to this.
And the fire department gave the update at the recent Manchester Municipal Corporation meeting.
This serious.
The Manchester Fire Department responded to 92 emergency calls for the month of June. This is a 73.5% increase when compared to the 53 in May.
Genuine fires, we had 66 when compared to 33 in May.
I want to remember when I'm saying right there, so I want to keep that in mind. This is a footnote. 73% increase in a fire in Manchester. Listen, you know, listen. Listen what I say.
For malicious false alarm, we had 8 when compared to 6. May, same period, 2025. Ours along with good intent, we had 6 in June when compared to 2 for May 2025. Special service 11 when compared to 9 in May. Motor vehicle accident 1 when compared to 3 for May.
The fire department is also raising concern about the growing number of major incidents in the division.
And the 6th Brigade responded to a commercial building and dwelling at New Green in Manchester. 2 medium jets were used to extinguish this fire. Loss as a result of this fire amount to $25 million, while the risk $50 million. 2 adults were rendered homeless. There were no injury or loss of life, and the cause of this fire is undetermined. On the 12th of June, we responded to a motor vehicle fire and a dwelling house at Woodgrove District in Trelawney. 1 medium jet was used to extinguish this blaze. Loss as a result of this fire amount to $500,000, while the risk $4 million. 1 adult and 2 children were rendered homeless. The cause of this fire is undetermined.
Of particular concern was the substantial increase in property losses, which soared into billions of dollars for the month of June.
Estimated property at risk is $1,705,750,000. That's $1,705,750,000 when compared to $1,490,000 in May.
The Fed
only hear much money fire costs. Fire is a dangerous thing. Ladies and gentlemen, please be careful here. More than the money are the life them. Please be careful out there, yeah? Especially the areas them that you don't know so you don't have no water. Because it gets serious. Listen to the thing.
The department is reiterating calls for persons to take the necessary fire prevention measures as well as community vigilance. Meanwhile, the fire department is working to address the issue of fire hydrants across Manchester. With over 900 fire hydrants in the parish, only 335 are working, 201 are not, and the status of over 300 is not known. This is because there is no water where they are located to test.
There are others.
Only hear that? The man them couldn't get to test the hydrant them in some area in a Manchester because the water not there, so them not gonna know if the hydrant them at work. What can go? I couldn't hear the amount of hydrant them again. Me blows
across Manchester. With over 900 fire hydrants in the parish, only 335 are working, 201 are not, and the status of over 300 is not known. This is because there is no water where they are located to test.
Over 300 fire hydrant in a Manchester, according to the fireman. Over 300 fire hydrant could not be tested because no water in the area. What can go so? Unbelievable. Oh, sir. Unbelievable. Over 300. When I see news and I say, hold on, what? Oh, they can't even test them even if it don't work. Kind of water now run through them. Jesus Christ. Then if fire start at them the place, then the people, it done, you know. Them 300 plus location in a Manchester where the fire hydrant them cannot be tested because the water not there. If there's a fire there, it's over. It's over. One of them are babes. Bad boss says so. And there's some ice. Mighty God. Play that again.
Only 335 are working, 201 are not, and the status of over 300 is not known. This is because there is no water where they are located to test.
There are others, 66, but there are other areas that we visited, and there were hydrants, but you were prevented to go in, like per places where hydrants were identified on private property, but because of closure, we could not go in. And also, there were hydrants which we were unable to check because there were no water in the area.
The St. Mary police are investigating.
So, oh, yeah, me didn't want to cover that story at all. Only listen to this carefully.
In the break-in of a MoneyGram outlet and the office of Member of Parliament Robert Montague, TVJ News understands that the incident happened between Thursday night and Friday morning. Information is that a computer and cell phone were stolen from the office. Residents are upset about the incident. Outlet and the office.
We were unable to...
Let me listen to that again carefully. The first part of it is the most important part of it. What them say is a MoneyGram office. Hold on.
Check, because there were no water in the area.
When I can.
The St. Mary police are investigating the break-in of a MoneyGram outlet and the office of Member of Parliament Robert Montague. TVJ News understands that the incident happened between Thursday night and Friday morning. Information is that a computer and cell phone were investigating the break. The St. Mary police are investigating the break-in of a MoneyGram outlet and the office of Member of Parliament Robert Montague.
Oh, a MoneyGram outlet and the office of the member of Bobby Montague. Okay.
TVJ News understands that the incident happened between Thursday night and Friday morning. Information is that a computer and cell phone were stolen from the office. Residents are upset about the incident.
They should never do that because he's a great man. Very good man. He helped in every angle you can think of. Feel bad about it because they have no right to go in there and work it because when we want to look for money, and they will go and get to look for money, understand? And then when I'm sat down at the office, cut up all the wire, the man take away my computer, but that's not trouble him.
Yet to release a statement on the matter. Several calls to the MP's phone for a response went unanswered.
Me not say nothing about this. Listen, Jamaica has no money. When Marky G come to power, I don't know how he will manage. That's why when the audit them run, people have to go to prison. Now, I am not going to say anything about this case of this breaking of the MoneyGram and Bobby Montague office. I'm going to leave all creative ideas about that situation up to you guys. What do you guys think? Hey, them people are not normal. You think them easy? Hey, I tell you boy, I don't even want to say that boy. Yo, them are people are not normal. I can't tell you that right now. Let me go back to Mr. Lonesome, man, and hear what he must say, because, you know, I'm not even, sure. You know, say, he look like a general go through the whole speech. Mighty God. Better me listen to him.
21, 721,000. Them know where you sleep, man. You might talk foolishness. Say you can carry dissect. They can't pan out, and enough people that they know.
But we also have plans. Plans that will speak even louder. Because when you look at what we perform, what we have done, what we have achieved.
Brother, you can't achieve nothing and the people that not achieve nothing. You can't say you achieve something and the people that not. Earn full so. And you can't come tell me no more plan. You can't tell me, no, ask Andrew where my wife there. Ask him at 13 there. 13 and a par with him, you know. No way at all. See, more plans. Continue.
And you take the plans. You can say, yes, I can have faith in what the Jamaica Labour Party tells us it is going to do.
I'm not going to be idiot, you know. Our government to come tell you about plans. No, we can't put him outside yet, but I hear what I say. I hear two of the line, man. I want to dissect the lie. He want to go into the lies, them, you know. Can't say him perform. So Patrice, we don't want to put him outside and make him say the lies. Make him say the lies.
I can believe what the Jamaica Labour Party says because the Jamaica Labour Party has delivered for the people of Jamaica.
You can believe, can them deliver. Make us see what them deliver. One them nasty face.
this is the wickedest man never see for the earth to blow. Hey man, body of fuck.
You know.
No, sir.
What faith is?
Faith.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the
hope for people. I can't, hey, I straight out can't come for condemn, you know. No, man. That guy are wicked, you know. The guy come for can Jamaican again straight out. They might tell you about all faith now.
Yo, the man, the
me now want no faith
yo,
for 10 years. Me now do that. I want me look to the Prime Minister himself. I run nearly half.
Oh, I God alone me have so much faith in her. I God alone can tell myself to wait for 10 years. And then after 10 years, wait for the next 5 years. I God alone can tell me that. No normal man can do that. What's the matter, blows? I better show me something tangible.
Million in a book, when me look, everybody around him rich. Everybody. And them are the chief servant of the country. Eh? Everybody around him, but me, no, I vote around the pandemic. If you have faith. Eh? Me, if you have faith. Can you imagine this, man? Can you imagine this? The man that try getting the people that use gospel concert.
Yes.
And turn it in a political rally to backside.
Terrible.
Look
at this grace.
Evidence of things unseen.
Yeah, this.
Better me listen to Lonesome reacting.
Can have faith in the Jamaica Labour Party because we have provided the substance, the delivery.
Yes.
We have cut the national debt in half.
Brother, stop telling people fuckery. People, don't make the man say cut the national debt. Listen, the poster seems to me that put that on a trajectory. It'll go like 52 by 2030.
No. Eh? That's why me have to listen to you, General, you know, because I didn't remember that part. So, there is a legislation that was created under Portia Simpson Miller by Mark Jefferson Golden was integral in that legislation because he was a legislator for the government. They have an agreement about fiscal prudence and discipline where they have signed to. Is a legal document. You understand? So because of that legal document, the debt is going to go down. It's going to go down steadily because of that fiscal discipline. As long as them stay within what the law say and don't go outside of the law, it's always going to go down. So what they're trying to do is to take credit for something that they did not create. Is Portia Simpson Miller, Mark Golding, and the PMP that set that. No, them can always break the law, you know. So credit to them, so them follow the law. But it's not something where them create and them feed them idea why the debt is going down. I'm glad you remind me about that. That's why I have to listen to them, man. I'm glad you remind me about that.
All them need to do, I know something this, listen. All them need to have them go up. Remember, you know, you have peer. Remember just telling these people. He might talk bullshit. Let me dry him up, yes, sir. Let me dry him up, little.
That's a year number.
Portia, when them go back to the, you remember when they go back to IMF? And the IMF, them put a trajectory for 2030. Right? So the national debt, ask him all this go. Oh, you mean by you cut the national debt? All them do, the money we borrow, them just a service to dead people. And something this way. And enough, listen, is that you have to pay a credit card one time?
Yes. Yes.
So when the man know about the national debt, is a bullshit. Listen, the man for go away. This is not, listen. If him default it put in a trouble. All he needs to do like what Portia game. Him just continue pay.
Exactly.
Because them work it out, you know.
Exactly.
You can Google it and look on it.
Yeah.
2030, they're like 52.
Yeah, it's going to reach once. It already set already. 52. So it make it look like say him.
See?
Why
so when the master we cut,
no.
Anybody does so them just continue.
All them have to do a follow. Yes, that's all them have to do.
So this again him a trick on, don't you?
Big old trick.
You see when you know, when a bit, whoa, him cut it in a half.
People, and that's why certain politicians don't like educated people. Them like people dunce. Yeah? You remember good. Them not like educated people.
Don't make him tell him about a bullshit. And half neither. When them did have it, the JLP, them have it, them put it up 140 yard. Portia carried 120 yard when him come in. 120 yard. See? 120. So it'll take time, maybe the 60. So and I really half. Become more than half. But if you have a pay it and it comes up every year, and there's something this way give him credit like, yeah, him got the debt. So it's a prediction, you have to pay. You borrow some money,
pay it back.
You have to pay it back.
Yes.
Eh? So this way I'm going to pan down with some bullshit. Yeah? Let me just tell you.
Simple.
Continue. In dangerous, you know.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. This is the way I'm doing mislead people. Yeah? Show me what you do. Oh, because you did it for 2 years. You have to pay it down. A matter of fact, him have one of the things come to maturity, $200 billion, and him borrow the money, pay 60 billion, and it's there. You can go look on it. Last, me show it. Him refinance one of the debt, them have value $200 billion, it come to maturity, and him refinance it. And him have a next one, them have to pay. So when them come, yeah, you understand? Them are nastiness. Byron, yeah man, you just go suck at them there. Byron, go deal with Queen. Yes, if you can make them mislead you and rob up so much money in the country, it's a piece of shit. And you can't treat nobody again. Uncle Uno want a black tank and $5 grand. And him just a confess there, you know. And you're dangerous, you know. Dangerous. Him can't carry nobody. Continue.
Yo.
You have gone 10 budgets and you don't have to go in your pocket and pay any new taxes.
That again is that people. Tell the man, you're going 10 budget and you pay new taxes. All I'm tell. Make sure you understand the other day about new taxes. A matter of fact, you pay more taxes.
That is it. More
the
taxes.
Budget.
I said it earlier. Wagwan Adin. Good evening, love.
2017, him dash for the piece and him raise for your life, go right up. Me have it. Him wait for that year, the artist shall sign it. If you want me show you, me show it. Yes, brother.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The other day, me this up. No, I wasn't live. I was talking to somebody. Because then when I said the light bill and whatever, I show them say the light bill then get higher when JLP coming up power. All the shark has it. And I was gonna show them the receipts.
Them fucking Anjo. I talk about new taxes. And you pay more taxes. And then these are new taxes, brother. This was new taxes. And you pay more than taxes. The budget was 600 billion people, the 1.27 trillion. See that, let me just show you quick. We can't show it now.
So 600 billion to 1 trillion. The only way you can get the budget increasing like that is if you're collecting more taxes. You didn't name a new specific tax, but the tax collection amount is so high that the budget gone up. I'm just, you know what I mean?
When me done, me show you the taxes. Because me take it up. Me take it up, yes. I hear where myself, me show you the taxes. Just watch it. Yes. So I'm tell. And by the way, the country pay enough more taxes. If you, in 2015, just look where you buy, your cement and everything, where you used to buy it for, plus tax.
Yes.
Where you buy it for now.
Exactly.
Where you buy it for now.
Look on the item them in the store.
Your talk is bullshit.
Yeah.
You're going out of your pocket to come from. Your light bill was going up, so it plus tax.
Tax, exactly.
In the put on tax for light bill and everything.
Yes.
The man that everything we must say just lie. But him take on for idiot and him keep on repeating this too, no?
Yes, I tell other people and believe in it.
I'll show you the people.
I tell you, man, it's sad, brother.
You can't lie and even say Andrew Holness. Ask him where get the taxes from for run a budget.
For true, brother.
The budget double that thing to tell you. And the money now have no value.
No value.
I want it to come from. But him I tell you, say, 10 budget on you know, go in your pocket and take out no new taxes. The fuck is this? A matter of fact, the budget when I look for the money when I look for motorists right now, 1 billion out, I want a pocket to come from tax and service. I'm final, can I wait for the go to the money? But this I'm lie. You can't get you into lie. Now when you are done this you say achievement and not go so. You have a budget for 1.7 billion. Last year 1.3 trillion. 1.7 trillion. Last year 1.3. 1.3, yes. Say 1.27 now. 1.3 the last fiscal year now. This one, 1.27 trillion. It was 640 billion. It doubled. Them their taxes and other things run it. So when I talk to you, yes, still everything gone up. Ask them what the money where you pay for the taxes, they know it gone up when everything where you buy. And he might collect it, but him not take no taxes. So everything should have cheap. They're the same place, are cheaper. It should have cheaper. The things them where you buy, everything's supposed to go down and cheaper. Because they not take no more taxes from you. Eh? Ask him if I print money for run the budget. You might talk foolishness. Say you can calculate account 1 to you say, but what I have a budget will double and the taxes around the budget. Yeah? So all this. Yeah. Yeah. Then, that's why they might talk about book bap and bap can't work on that. But this is how I'm lying. Yeah? This is how I'm lying. You can't get a box food and everything and make and you want this to trick it up. And just stop using them things to people. Them two there. Rub them out. Yeah, chat bullshit. Let me hear the next one. Boy, you're the palm wow. You tell the people them one bag of fuckery. When the people them can't pay for certain things. People them have to cast like more than anything else right now, brother. Stop it, man. Continue.
Never happened before in the history of this country.
That's a lie, Mattel. Lie, Mattel. The budget double. And if you have spent $10 in your house, if you buy where you buy, and then it have to double to $20, what that mean? You have to find more money for run your house. The backside the Anjo.
1
so you
plus 1 equals 2.
Adapt the government. I remember in our taxpayers have to pay that to the people. Eh? When I talk is bullshit. When you used to buy a ton of steel from where you buy it for now? Eh? When you go buy a thing from the highway, the paint and it plus tax. When you buy your furniture and everything, it plus tax. Your light bill and everything and water bill plus tax and it gone up.
Osia!
If you run the country, the budget
What's
double.
up?
And from the budget double, you must know say, yo, but you have to be fuck Queen and Jonas. But never know the history of Jamaica. And he must say it. And you know, some dumb skull in a follow him and know say fuck Queen at all. Eh? Anjo, stop that shit. The two of them they were about. Continue. The people see the real truth in there. But you can't look when them pan out like that, you see it here. Continue.
Unemployment was at 13% when we took it over. Unemployment is now at 3%. The biggest
lie tell again. So that is the next lie again. You see, this is the next lie again. Unemployment, most of the people that not work and do honest. But what said now they told people not working.
You don't know where my talking.
We ain't come and tell you. Remember, you know?
People, I'm a part of the unemployment. I don't work for anybody. I am a part of the unemployment. Edley Evans. What I've done is find a creative way and an honest way to earn a living. Or try to earn a living. But I am a part of the unemployment team. I don't work a conventional job. I run several platforms on YouTube. 4 of them, all of them monetize, including this one. There's no super chats, but I already explained why that is. I live in Jamaica. I don't get super chats. For persons that want to donate, the only way they can donate, as if them use the donation information that is pinned. Nightbot just drop the cash up. Nightbot drop the PayPal link. That is how you donate. But I don't have super chats. I'm big up to my donators. One of my biggest donators, Patricia Hutchins. You understand? Big up to my day one donator them from way back. Beautiful one, Sassy. All of them, everybody. Kev's Butterfly. All you ladies. All the Jenna them. Baldhead Wayne. Everybody that ever donated to the platform. Salute. You understand? That's the only way. So that's how I earn my and pay my bills. Yes? Good.
If you go look back on the budget, you might tell us unemployment.
However, I am genuinely passionate about being an advocate for change in my country. Genuinely passionate.
0.5%. Go look on it. Go look on the budget now. So when we come out now, and I say in 2021, unemployment, in the pandemic, unemployment was 16. Never time, it never have no 16 panic. And it cut down at 8%. No, unemployment gone to, when we come out and say unemployment, that are the poverty rate. Them come out, come tell them say, unemployment, when we too. Last year come and say, a 4.5. When it go to the local government, then them come out back in October and say 3.5. Remember the statistic not take up enough. Only we know about the real unemployment. Start now to do the statistic. And then do it 2022, 2021, through the pandemic, they never do it. That's every 10 years. So when them come here yard, the real calculation, when them come here yard, them know where you sleep, man. If you have some government can't plan, another place can't plan, you know you need a school and everything. So you get a real sense of who are one in the country. You couldn't go a real place and say unemployment cut. There is no way them get that. So this is a lie. It's a lie. From 2022, it no run. This is a total lie.
Oh yeah, that's the next thing. That's the one next key factor that I forgot. That's why you have to listen to your sensei, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, where's the census? How do you have these numbers without a proper census? How are these numbers legit without a proper census? That's one of the main things them where Mark Golden have to do when they win. The census needs to be, we need accurate information. These informations are questionable. Questionable.
700,000 people now work. Them not have a job. I'm not fucking talk about it. And if you look what's going on in Jamaica, that's going on some areas, about people come out, them not have a job. And the rest are hustle, them are hustle.
Yes.
So we not have a job with no benefit. We not have no job. So this, you know, say bogus. How much, if you could have so much people at work and you not see one factory going up with that?
Sure, man.
Sure, ask him what the factory them go.
Yeah.
Can't go all over the place.
By the way, how the employment rates are low, but yet we not produce anything? You know, some things just not add up. Some things just not adding up. Just not adding up. One tickers, you know, never two. Something not add up, people.
Ask him where they work, they must part the people in my work. In say unemployment gone up, but you see them give a farm work ticket. Farm work ticket. And them treat the people them, and when you look at thousands and thousands of people that come out.
40, no.
Sentence. Them do it naturally.
No, I know nothing to laugh about still. Yo, the man them have 40 farm work or 50 farm work ticket. And the man them advertise and I treat the people them like say them have 500 or 600 farm work ticket. When you look at thousands of people are line up for farm work ticket and the man them only have 50 farm work ticket. You don't want a wicked set of people on them, my brother. The man them dangerous. Them dangerous.
Everything with them are, they say about people are running out. Yes? Yeah, that's like 22%, of course. That is. The welfare, them can.
20 and 25 per 100,000. We have cut it in.
Brother, you can't say we have cut nothing. Can't nothing no cut. And let me tell you what, listen, you might talk like a murder rate alone. Let me tell you this, not let power. Crime not down in Jamaica.
What are tickers?
But you have an election like this, over here, so them are more for the party, so that will help. Me, I tell you this, that's number one.
Those 20 communities.
Yeah, stop that.
And I want could go all in. And we put in the zones of special operations now in 7 of those 20 communities.
Yeah, stop that.
And I want could go on and on and on and on and on.
It's not so enough. See what they call them there, and see the shit there now. Me not tell you, man. But I talk about boom bam bam. I think people are idiot.
What kind of things that we have done?
Not so good. See that?
But I want to talk to you briefly about housing.
Yes.
And I want to use housing to explain to you why good government matters.
Hear this.
When you can't attack the obvious success, you employ a strategy of distraction.
We're not talking about success, you know. You don't talk about no success, I know. When you don't talk about, we don't see no success, brother. Then we make the people them life better.
Yo, we know some, hey, general worse on me, you know. Yo, as soon as the man hear one half a line, man, the man. Then worse on me, you know.
When I'm talking bullshit, tell me one success thing when I'm talking quiet. None.
So they can't quarrel with the figures that murders have been cut in half.
It does say housing, and it must say murder cut in half. You can't take murder, and a murder we are talking about crime statistic, brother. Crime gone up. Me have the statistics in front of me, what happened to you? Me sure too much time what happened to you. Me have monitor it too. Crime gone up. Murder, and the murder alone at time, you know.
That is
if you have, alright, you have one thing in your house, and you just come from foreign where you look at a big gun you under, and then rob you take care of everything what happened to you. It not set you back.
What do you mean?
Eh?
Yes, a robbery is a crime too.
About housing and go back on crime. And murder, remember, you know, you count it by the year. Because you can alright now. You can alright now. And next month, everything just went up. You remember when them...
Yeah, when we see them I do, them a celebrate monthly achievements in a crime. So nothing is wrong with analyzing the monthly stuff them out and trying to micromanage the crime on the level there, you know. Right? That is a response type of approach. Right? So them in one area, the area become what you would call it now, low upon certain type of crime, and then them ease off them police presence and go in one area where kind of hype on certain type of crime. And then that the area that we then left, the crime gone up back. And it can escalate. Crime is a thing where funny. Crime is a thing where it thing can escalate all 2 days with a crime, can skyrocket up in numbers them. You understand me? I say 1 week worth of crime can skyrocket up in numbers them. So when I'm trying to politicize them efforts on the level there, it's kind of, you know, they can run with it and run with it, you know. But the reality is that I don't know about no Jamaican who feel safer in a Jamaica now. I don't know about no Jamaican who feel like they can leave their door open and sleep without fear of being robbed or worse. I don't know about that. Him did promise that, but I don't see that. You understand? Right now, not even at daytime, I tell my mother, I say, yo, you want me to lock a grill? You understand? You never know. In a them time here, lock the grill. Don't make it a habit if you have left them thing they open. You feel what I deal with? Yeah, in a real life, it's serious out here.
Shoot around 18 people, 17 people, don't get a carrying down. We never expect it.
Exactly.
Then them shoot and
just massacre just
quadruple murder and all kind of things. Then them hide the body and give a answer.
And then you have the crime them that is not recorded. The people them are gone missing and them don't know so them unalive. Them type of crime there. You understand what I say?
Don't forget them and give you, you know. Yes. So them to them.
You know what I love the government focus on? The alarming figures of the amount of kids that are missing and the cases never solved. But I love them to tell you how much kids missing in the last 10 years and them don't reach back at their yard. And tell me, say, when you look on that figure there, you're actually proud about what you talk about crime. Again, it's not one type of crime. It's not one type of crime. Anything can happen to them youth. They might not be here and they living with us. They might be a sex slave because they know them have human trafficking, and they even mention that. That's probably one of the worst crime in the world, human trafficking. That next to slavery, upon steroids. So if you even go and look on that statistic there, of the amount of kids, women, men that are missing. Talk to me. Tell me, say you feel safe in Jamaica. Man, now if you kill her with no gun, I'm going to say a gun are the biggest crime. Man can kidnap you. So what you say? The people have this false sense of feeling safe because you want to say this a type of crime are gone down. No, my general, the reality is what it is. You can't feel safe. It's not a safe country. Even the USA travel advisory tell you that. There are certain places where them tell the US embassy member them say they're not going none at all. And I whole heap of them. I have 12 or 10 parish out of 14. They mentioned. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me upon that. I did a video on it already. But don't quote me upon that. Yeah, but it's a lot.
Percentage.
It's a lot.
Can't work. And take the concert to come spew your lies. And I try to trick people. I say you must listen people. On it first in study, yeah? First in study. Yes. Continue.
Essentially, the murder rate cut in half.
Murder rate not cut
so they
in
start
half.
to say it's not the government do it. And they start to say that because the argument that they want to put in your head
is
that government doesn't matter.
The only person that has put an argument out that government doesn't matter is Andrew Holness. Because he says he doesn't need the opposition. The opposition is an integral part of the government. But bro, he might talk about himself, you know? Yo, the man up there chastise himself and I beat himself right now. Me never see nothing like this.
But if you were to compare record for record, you would see that we outpace them.
People, now have the record, I'm going to compare it. As a one party government, Bruce have 7,000 hat, Bush have 4,000 hat, Bruce nearly double up. He was a apartheid, he was a prime minister. Now come, me have the whole statistic, me have it from 1962, come right now. I compare them more than one time on so. I have film thing, I don't want to take him off and put him on, me put him up. You have to compare the record, and I depend the housing trust for Monday. You notice? When a good government come in and do something, it lasts.
Yes, that's true.
Man put in NHC.
No, seriously, listen. There's literally no comparison, you know. When it comes to programs, policies, and institutions that the PMP has implemented, they have lasted generations. Some of them have been abused by this government, the JLP, like the NHT money, the 11.4, that was not necessary to be going in no consolidated fund and should be used for what it needs to be used for. Yes. The only reason why it was used is because Jamaica was in a tough financial space. And it was supposed to end years ago. But the JLP continued taking that money. So them still live off of PMP. When the hurricane become what they are, if I never the PMP funds, I don't remember the exact fund name. If it wasn't for the PMP, Damian Crawford didn't mention it. I remember specifically Damian Crawford mentioned it in Parliament. If it wasn't for the PMP, baby, then would I in a problem? I the PMP put it in place. You know what? I'm gonna go there. Yes, I'm gonna go there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go there. I'm on my pettiness today. I'm gonna actually go there. All photos. So what about the videos? Where do I go for video? Ah, here we go. Here we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful. Make me see the video them. Nobody play with me. X of this so we can get some space. X of this so we can get some. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Press conferences. No, I want to see uploads. I want to see the upload. You know what? It should be on. I know exactly where it is to find it fast. It should be on the YouTube of the PMP, Team PMP. Yeah, them need to stop. How many times Damian Crawford are going to come with the receipt them? How many times? Mighty God. Man, I'm just, ugh. You know what I mean? Let me see it. Sounds alarm, education crisis. No, not that one, not that one. Not that one. There was Damian Crawford, Senator. Oh, wow. I think it's this one.
It moved to double 40%. So therefore, these great debt managers' debt in that period moved from where they got it at 20% to 40%. We then, if you wake up and think you know more economics, then we go back to sleep. In our parliament, in this Senate, I have made 3 presentations asking for a targeting of food inflation as well as a targeting of overall inflation. Because there are times that the overall inflation disguises the suffering of the average individual who don't spend on the entire basket that exists.
Me have to plug in my phone here, people. Work
so
with
the
me.
food inflation is outside the target levels of inflation. Therefore, a large proportion of our society whose income is directed mainly to consumption of food is not being addressed by what is being posited by the inflation rate. The next level of lives that we're told would have been debt to GDP.
Listen to this.
Graph that I'm showing here is the exact same graph that was presented by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. I'll give you the graph until I hear further information.
Hey,
but
me have got to do a whole show upon this. But me have got to listen to somebody right now. Me have to do a whole show upon that a presentation by Damian Crawford, because I am going to be documenting parts of it and putting it up as shorts.
Prime Minister Doctor, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Now let us look at the realities. So President, they seek to sell this argument that the JLP are the great debt managers and the PMP is loose with the management of debt.
Yes.
They seek to sell that argument. Well, we have not bought that argument. Let's go to the other slide. Let's look at the debt to GDP. Every time you come and say you need to check, you don't check. Check and come back, man. In 1962, the PMP handed the baton to the JLP. It's important for students to know that self-governance and independence are 2 different things. That before independence, we were governing ourselves, and both the PMP and the JLP existed. The PMP handed over the baton in 1962 at 20% debt to GDP. 20%. At the end of the JLP's first term, Buster Manty term, and I think you share that term, thanks I got a piece of it. So now leave it because it's not so good. It moved to double 40%. So therefore, these great debt managers' debt in that period moved from where they got it at 20% to 40%. We then, if you wake up and think you know more economics, then we go back to sleep. And then, inflation moved, debt to GDP ratio, moved to 80%. So Michael Manley got the baton in 1972 at 40%. And it moved up as well to 80%. However, the Fiat got the baton in 1980. The financial whiz. It moved to 212%.
Mighty God.
That green line in the middle, the highest it has ever been, was under the Jamaican Labour Party, under the quote-unquote financial whiz.
How is that possible?
And forgot that he had a duty.
How is that possible?
And when the PMP got it.
Yes.
Now, what I have done here is to be truthful and fair. I have not... Listen. No, I will give him a class later. Because I like when my friends are at the same level. It's not possibly too late. But what happened here is that I have given with fairness. Because the election was before the 6th month, I have given 1990 to the People's National Party. Not 1989 to the People's National Party. But when the PMP actually got government, it was 260%. But we're going to work with 212.
Yes.
Enough, we don't forget nothing more.
Yes.
And not to exaggerate.
Yes.
When the PMP got it, Mr. President, this government of the 18 years that they claim was poor in management and was debt-free. Well, I mean, actually, ballooned the debt. The truth is it dropped from 212 to 113%.
Remember that.
How then have they been able to sell this lie that they are the fiscal party? And it's not finishing. Because when they bamboozled the people in 2007, and it went over to Bruce Golding, it then went up again to 134%.
Mighty God. Mighty God.
What happened? You know, no, and most time I don't like to speak to Bruce Golding in the parliament because my good friend is across the room. And his daughter, and there's relationship. And I respect that, I really do. And I rate him. I'm telling you. No, I rate him. One of the brightest politicians I have seen. But the facts matters that with all things considered, it moved from 113% and increased under the JLP. Every single time that they have gotten it, there's an increase.
Want to see how Damian Crawford stay though? The man have a relationship with a friendship with Bruce Golding's daughter. And the man can acknowledge that Bruce Golding is a bright individual. But yet still the fact of the matter is, it go up. That is what they call integrity. That is what they call integrity. The truth is just the truth.
The people found their way. And by the way, in that time, failed IMF test. In that time, could not sit. I don't want to follow that example. Didn't show up for the test. Yes? And when the PNP got it, it reduced to 124.5. This is the party that they're saying don't have no fiscal discipline. The facts. No, the presentation not done. Just wait, no man. I'm still at primary school and I'm carried to high school after and then college. It soon comes. The only time that the JLP has reduced what they have gotten from the PMP is this time.
Yes.
And it is because any law-abiding government would follow the fiscal rules that are set by the People's National Party.
Thank you. You see, guys, when I go up on camera for this, didn't I just tell you that? Didn't I just tell you that there is some fiscal laws that was put in place by Mark Jefferson Golding and Portia Simpson Miller and the PMP? Legislation, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They have to follow the law. It's the only reason why the debt is going down, because it was set for them to go down. It's not because them disciplined people. Don't make them chicken. If them don't follow the law, them are going to look bad. It's a rat trap the PMP set for them, you know. The PMP set a rat trap for the Jamaica Labour Party by making it in law that they have to follow these fiscal, prudent, discipline laws. And if they don't, they're going to be in breach of the law as a government. Then why would you want to be in breach of the law as a government? May I play it again? May I play it again? Because that's why I love bring up video them, you know. That's why I love bring up the fact. Listen, man.
Listen. The JLP has reduced what they've gotten from the PMP. Is this time?
Yes.
And it is because any law-abiding government will follow the fiscal rules that were set by the People's National Party.
Law-abiding, you know. Law-abiding.
Law-abiding individual.
Thank you.
Who was Prime Minister or Minister of Finance.
Yes.
Would have carried out the same exact trajectory that we have agreed to.
Yes.
Under the fiscal policy rules.
Tickers.
But let's... And answer me after? All right, good. All right, you will deal with it. Cool. In 1962, all right, cool. Got to that big deal, a record dropping. The JLP got it in 1962 at 20%. They doubled it. That's not excellent management.
No.
The PMP got it at 40%. It increased. Not excellent management based on the proxy of management.
Yes.
It's a rising debt to GDP, the proxy of management.
Yes.
That is what they have put forward.
Yes.
The JLP got it in 1980 and carried it from 80% to 212%.
My God.
And then to 260% and giving over the baton.
Jesus have mercy.
If I was a champ, I would have nobody run. You know, sometimes everybody say, yo, I'm not run now, man. But because of our confidence and commitment, we ran as fast as we.
So the man them increase the thing to 300%, you know. So hold on there. 80 plus 260 hour. No, 80 into 260 hour. No 3 times. Man, I left 20. Lord have mercy. The man then carry the thing over 300% from where they give them. Come on, man. Come on, man. In a oh God. No, sir.
No,
teach them, general.
GDP down by 100% reduction. I think you can't get 100% reduction. That will be incorrect. 100% reduction will be 0. So therefore, it is a 50% reduction. The increase will be the 100, but the reduction is 50. I have to make sure the kids understand. Therefore, you take it down by 100 percentage points. From 212 to 113. That is the government they're trying to sell.
Wow.
As being a bad government and debt and conscious.
Wow.
After that, they got it and carried it up again. They did not find their way.
Jesus.
In our lifetime.
Yes.
Because we now compare long time Brazil to Argentina.
No.
It's no Brazil to no Argentina. This group of individuals here, I was present, you were present, most of us were present in 2011. You were here. You were here. Yes. Most of them over there were here. They were in the shadows. They were in the shadows. In the shadows. At that time, then I was our party. We don't was PNP that time. They took it from 113 to, you were speaking at the draft, 134. So therefore, this argument of debt, mismanagement, and non-fiscal, the numbers don't show that. Unquote.
Look for the numbers, them people. You see that?
In fiscal rules that he's claiming to be father, godfather, or grandfather, he suggested that we sold the country to the IMF.
We have a name for that.
Yes, your failure. Not taking the IMF test preceded it. Ready again. If it is, I'm not giving that one. That one is exaggeration. Give me another one. Exaggeration. I'm not going to exaggeration. They're claiming paternity.
We have a name for it.
They're claiming paternity for Jamaica's fiscal turnaround. And they say that the period 2007 to 2011 is proof of that paternity. First of all, let us acknowledge that not even with style is safe. Remember last year in this house I come and say, I have the paternity and Andrew's not the father. The man take the style. They take the plans, they take the ideas and the style. And then over promote the style and say that he's a good communicator. In rate, man, in rate. But let us look in divorce court what happened in 2007 to 2011. The IMF suspended disbursement to Jamaica in 2011. The IMF refused to give them anything more.
Listen to this.
It says, during the JLP administration led by Bruce Golding, the IMF suspended disbursement.
My God.
Let's go into details. February 2010, Jamaica entered a 27-month standby agreement with the IMF. What happened before February 2010? In 2007, the United States financial meltdown. Audley Shaw, the then Minister of Finance, 2008, said that Jamaica will benefit.
Yes.
Don't forget also that Andrew Holness was a senior member of that cabinet.
Yes.
So while Audley Shaw was the one speaking, he was speaking on behalf of the entire Jamaica Labour Party cabinet.
Yes.
It's like over here on the platform, my friend Senator Seabright said, Senator Crawford, I know him like to talk. Like I'm not talking business, it's like saying both like to run.
Yes, crazy.
I'm running business.
Crazy.
He said they're going to raise the tax, and if he said it, then that is the PNP. I can't listen to him. But he don't want to tell you that Minister Delroy Chuck said I'm going to legalize Obia. Is that what the JLP going to do?
Yes, talk about it.
About how he said.
No. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me, Damian Crawford. Denise Wagwan. So hold on there. So we just see a party under Delroy Chuck that want to legalize Obia. Have a gospel concert. Me tell you, say it get worse, you know. Me tell you, say it get worse. Something else to consider. Them when they have the audacity the unmitigated gall to keep a gospel concert and then want to legalize Obia. Yo, remember me tell you, man, them money are different. Him and them bad like a head stuff, blows and skirt.
And when they ignored that financial crisis,
man, they bad like heads,
and
man.
the negative started to pile up, they went back to the IMF in 2010. By January 2011, less than a year, the program had gone off track. What were the reasons? Slippage in meeting fiscal targets.
Yeah, you know,
the one that we set and meet every time in 2011 to 2016. They're saying that we are less fiscally responsible when the evidence said we met all our fiscal targets. That those who did not. What can go so?
Make it make sense, bro.
And then it says inadequate progress on structural reforms.
Yes.
Not adequate. Inadequate. The opposite of adequate. So much so that a warning wasn't sufficient. But cease and desist from giving any money. As a result,
people want to hear that the IMF done with Jamaica because of the JLP under Ali Shah. Andrew Holness was a senior member of that government. Okay? Never forget. Because we're not going to make you forget neither, you know. We never come talk about fiscally prudent. Where? Which part?
The IMF halted disbursement, and guess what happened? And other partners such as the World Bank, the IDB, and the EU also withheld funding. So when IMF did it, it wasn't because PMP talked to them, because that's what they go on the radio later. That PMP tell IMF not to give them. The World Bank says true. The EU says facts. The IDB said, what manner of a government is this?
That is it.
Who was over there? The current Prime Minister was over there. Yeah. Later became Prime Minister on the back of Bruce Golding. What happened between 2011 when he promised bitter medicine and 2016 when he could say prosperity? The only thing that happened is the PMP turned around the fortunes of this country.
You remember good. Let them know, my general.
And we have to look now at the period 1989 to 2007.
Yes.
Several financial institutions, they call it the FinZac crisis. FinZac period. It's an improper name. It's the financial crisis. The answer was FinZac, not the question.
Yes.
I'll come into it first. The answer was FinZac.
Tell them about FinZac, my general.
But let's go. Several financial institutions. I can send them the script, you know. All right, we soon reach to kill self. You soon hear. Several financial institutions, banks, and insurance companies are what we call financial institutions. They collapsed due to poor regulatory oversight, high interest rate, and overexposure to bad loans. Out of that, the PMP government created FinSac, Financial Sector Adjustment Company, to bail out and manage the crisis. What was the impact? Massive increase in public debt. Over 40% of GDP just to resolve the crisis. Inflationary pressures from fiscal strain and loss of confidence. So if I want to go back up to the graph Prime Minister Holness presented. That one. And I want us to pay attention to that graph. If you look at that is 1997. So we get it 1989. By the way, this is just after Gilbert, September 1988. So therefore, because this hurricane will never ever come to Jamaica, they are saying that it is the reason why them are fail and everything mash up. Gilbert that wrecked Jamaica. By 3 years' time, 4 years, 1993, the debt to GDP rate was 72%. We took it from 212% to 72%.
Wow.
And this is the government that they say is not disciplined.
Go back to no, man, go back to that.
212%.
Look at that.
To 72.
Damn.
And this is the government that.
Whoa. I gotta bro. We gotta examine this. Listen. Right here is 1997. Right here. All right. See that? 1997, 1998. This is the highest, 260. You see that? It dipped in 1998. It went from that and dipped. So listen to what Damian has said.
72%. We took it from 212% to 72%. And this is the government that they say is not disciplined. Oh boy. At that time, if you look at the graph there from 1993.
So, when we go back to the graph, we are going to look it up. When did Gilbert hit Jamaica? We are going to look it up. Hello. When did Hurricane Lord have mercy. No, sir. When did Hurricane Gilbert hit Jamaica?
According to Wikipedia, Hurricane Gilbert was the second most intense tropical cyclone on record in the Atlantic Basin in terms of barometric pressure, only behind Hurricane Wilma in 2005.
All right. All right. Whoa.
12% to 7 times a shock to Gilbert, September 1988.
All right.
So therefore, because this hurricane will never ever come Jamaica, they are saying that it is the reason why them are fail and everything mash up. Gilbert that wrecked Jamaica. By 3 years' time, 4 years, 1993, the debt to GDP ratio was 72%.
Wow. All right. So that's a context. So even after Gilbert receiving the GDP at the highest it has ever been in the history of Jamaica, right? The People's National Party carried down the debt from the 200 plus that it was to 73. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, listen. Anytime nobody are telling about the PMP is not fiscally prudent and in a discipline, just remember this moment, screenshot this, put it in a context and put it in their face. Yeah, foolish system attack, total rubbish, utter garbage. In a 4 years, from 1988 to 1993, it moved from 200 plus to 73. Let me play that again.
This hurricane will never ever come Jamaica. They are saying that it is the reason why them are fail and everything mash up. Gilbert that wrecked Jamaica.
Philip, big up.
By 3 years' time, 4 years, 1993, the debt to GDP ratio was 72%. We took it from 212% to 72%. And this is the government that they say is not disciplined. Oh boy. At that time, if you look at the graph there from 1993.
Facts are the facts.
All right, the speaker's time has been expired. Senator Morris.
Mr. President, the Speaker's time for telling us about lies has expired, I believe, but I think he has maybe 5 more minutes. May he be allowed to finish his interesting presentation, and I hope the students aren't listening too much.
No. All right, so the question is that the Speaker's time be extended so that he can finish his presentation. Those in favor? Aye. Those against the ayes have it, Senator Crawford.
It has fallen to me to rebut 5 hours of lies. I need a look at time. And I want to say to my students, I want you to listen. Don't necessarily believe everything you hear, but go and check it.
Yes.
That is all we need.
Yes, go and check it.
Listen to me, listen to them, and then
go and check it.
Because the truth is an enemy of that side.
Yes.
This graph is a graph presented by the Prime Minister himself. All I do was screenshot it on my computer and put it up. And they say it's revisionist. Then tell what if I drew the graph. How's that?
Amazing.
But come back to us, get back on track. Because
ridiculous.
Go down. This only graph because the graph proved them wrong.
Just because you represent the group, that is what.
Come down. Yes. Massive increase in debt. So if you look back, I would have to go back to it, but if you look to see the climb in debt at the cost of resolving the financial crisis that happened at that time.
Wow.
Up till now, I'm not rich, so I'm not them time they barely at 10, so it couldn't be. Don't forget that many. Wasn't there an MP that owned a bank? A JLP MP at the time, along with a Nigerian chief? Wasn't a PNP MP? Okay. Wasn't there MPs that got bailed out because their debt wasn't clear?
And there was a former prime
Cabinet
minister
member
who got a loan
All right.
and claimed saying forget it.
He forget it. Make we talk about it. So the PNP's response was to introduce strict financial regulations, created Financial Service Commission, the FSC, and Deposit Insurance Corporation, the JDIC. So therefore, the changes that were necessary were not done by the JLP, they were done by the People's National Party. And they want to claim that the soft management systems, they had no role, when the vast majority of the years before, they were in power. So how could they, why didn't they put the JDIC when they were in power of 1980, when the financial guru was in power? Okay, well, I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know. So I come into it. Hey, listen, he was reading but not understanding. What happened? Yeah, in the know what we don't know. Jamaica phased out protection for local industries. And hold on, Mr. President, beg you the class need a little settling down.
All right, but you know, Senator Crawford, you allow yourself to get distracted by this side, and you allow yourself to get distracted by the other side. Now look here, the minister, graciously asked for an extension of your time and you got it.
Yes.
Focus on your presentation and let us get through your presentation.
But the difference, Mr. President, is that this is a staff room and that is the classroom. The classroom cannot be disturbed.
All right, there you go again. and those added comments is what extends it.
All right, and tell them to stop them nice then.
All right.
What happened in the 1990s? Jamaica phased out protection for local
can't stand that brother there.
The people who the milk will tell you about it.
Man, bias.
Was it a decision that they made without pressure? No. That was the IMF saying you cannot get a loan unless you abide to the Washington Consensus. To the Washington Consensus.
All right.
The Washington Consensus was fueled by
You know, the first time I hear the Washington Consensus, Andre Hart me hear it from, the young genius down at Mobile, Montego Bay, St. James. You know, do the right thing here. You have some serious candidate down there, so. That youth they name Andre Arton, wanna do the right thing here. Remember me tell you, that youth there is a genius.
And Reagan, who were the best of friends to the Jamaica Labour Party. We can give quotes of Reagan saying that he'll make sure they are successful. They then came and say at this point that the debt to GDP was 260%. If you want any help, you must liberalize farming. You must liberalize banking. You must make the foreign exchange be based on the market forces. You must make interest rate be based on the market forces. This wasn't a decision that the PNP said, we are going to do that. If we were to survive after what they did up to 1989, an IMF loan was necessary. And so the liberalization happened. Many of our industries died. The world moved towards full trade liberalization. Local industries and agriculture collapsed under cheap import. I want you to Google milk powder's impact on the milk industry. Job losses and rural dislocation. Currency depreciation and inflation as markets opened rapidly. What was the PNP response? Introduce social safety net like PATH. Yes. Anybody who benefits from the PATH program should be reminded that that is the work of the People's National Party. It then focused on tourism and services to replace lost industry. They used to say pipeline when we were seeking the Spanish to come. We carried the Spanish here. We established the processes for, at that time, sandals to grow, and at that time, breezing super clubs to grow. Don't worry yourself, just soon get an explanation. What happened? Global oil prices spiked during the Gulf War, And again in early 2000. Jamaica being oil dependent saw increased transportation and electricity costs, and of course bauxite would have faced challenges because of the energy consumption that it did. Notably, there were some events. I hear the crying about what this last one named Beryl. Beryl touched down on St. Elizabeth, and after Beryl, I was out the next day driving up and down. What happened in the PMP's time? Hurricane Gilbert was September 1988. So therefore, it lingered over into February 1989, which we had. Hurricane Ivan was in 2004. Hurricane Dean was in 2007. Destroyed crops, infrastructure and homes, created food inflation, reconstruction costs. The PMP had to deal with that. The EU ACP agreement ended.
You don't ever hear PMP a complain say hurricane come and I make excuse they not perform. Only Jamaica Labour Party. You remember good enough? Oh, remember good.
Now because we were, what you call that again? We were colonies. We had a preferential treatment where we sell our bananas at higher prices. So Britain was saying, we have to give some repayment for what we have done. And they did that with special banana prices, special sugar prices.
Senator Crawford, address me now.
Oh, you want to learn too? All right. So they did that special banana prices, special sugar prices. When Chiquita and Dole, Mr. President, research Chiquita and Dole, carried up.
What I want you to do is address the bill before me.
That way me.
What you are doing, I want you to address this.
Only can't get these links.
Mr. That man if I come with it, hey, I don't like that brother, hey. Me say, yo, we must fast forward him here, man.
1 o'clock.
You can't take these links.
Can't take it true.
They carried Britain to court and suggested that this was against WTO agreement. When they won that case, the British had to end preferential treatment for sugar and banana. Because we were dependent on those preferential treatment, that is how banana died quickly, and thereafter sugar also died. Led to job losses, rural economic decline. In that period up to 2007, there was also 9/11. These people forget. Like it's them alone. In 9/11, when the planes crashed into the World Trade Center, this was September 11, 2001 it was.
Listen this.
GDP growth slowed. Government revenue dropped. Tourism, massive decline. And it wasn't a world open. It was a fear of travel that permeated the world and lasted for a very long time. But in spite of all of that, in the period 1989 to 2007, the PMP ended IMF borrowing relationship and passed 12 consecutive IMF tests. The IMF test has been used over the last 9 years as a proxy.
So, me have to play that again enough for people in my back eye class. On the year, or in 9/11 thing go, all like disaster them and everything, what it happen. I want to hear, cause somebody tell me say, I know, PMP. The other day, somebody argued me and tell me say, it's not the PMP stop all links with the IMF, pay them off and done with them. Somebody tell me say, I know PMP do it. Want to listen again?
1989 to 2007, the PMP ended IMF borrowing relationship and passed 12 consecutive IMF tests.
You're deaf? Make them know, my boss.
The IMF test has been used over the last 9 years as a proxy of good governance and fiscal responsibility. Yet the passing of 12 IMF tests in that period is ignored to say that they were fiscally impossible. The same reality. Macroeconomic reform happened. They managed the fiscal sector crisis through FinSA, protected over 1.5 million depositors who had money in the bank, and 570,000 policyholders. They also did Highway 2000 and finished Highway 2000. Not in the same way they're doing now over into St. Thomas.
Yes.
You have to dig up and repeat
and
flood out people's yard.
Talk truth. What a disgrace.
Airport modernization. Water, Energy and telecommunications improved.
And them oppose the telecommunications bill in the past.
Housing and land reform. In that period, the PMP government built 150,000 houses.
Mighty God.
Include completion of Greater Portmore with over 10,000 homes.
Mighty God.
And that was in 1995 alone.
Mighty God.
58,000 families received land titles.
Mighty
and what
God.
they are trying to malign the Operation Pride program. Health system strengthened. National Health Fund was established by the People's National Party. Major hospital upgrades.
My
KPH,
God.
Mandeville.
My God.
Spanish Town.
My God.
Bustamante.
Teach them, teacher.
Maypen was built.
Teach them.
And Mandeville was built.
Teach them.
Upgraded. And at that time, there was no cost overrun to the tune of Cornwall Regional. They are telling us that a group of individuals that told the country that Cornwall Regional will take 2 billion to fix. Gone 22 billion.
Talk about it.
And counting.
And counting.
And they are fiscally responsible. Beg some protection. None of us in this room. Anything? Is it not true that it reached 22 billion? Is it not true that the projection was 2 billion? Is it not true that it has been changed about 6 times? Under 8 years. 5 billion more? You can answer when I your time. If a mason come to my yard and tell me to fix a problem is 2 million.
Yes.
And then come back to say, by the way, it's 22, me and him fight. It will never. Expansion of school. They will not accept that in their own lives. But they accept it in the country's life.
Yes, for fewer money.
So the elderly program
talk about it, my general.
Education. Listen, they keep saying in Jamaica, you call election, call it, let them decide then, no man. Then call it now. You want me to call it? Call it now, man. We and the Jamaica people ready. We can't bother with the party.
Tell them the truth, make them know, Damian.
Education and human capital development. In that period, tertiary access jumped. University participation rose from 6.5% in 1991
Listen.
to 19.5% in 2005.
Oh God. Education.
Universal Access Fund was also created. And we had a 500% increase in cell phones and new fiber optic infrastructure was laid.
And we had to amend the legislation.
Some of these people seem to believe that the cell phone came just like that. And if you have money, you buy a phone. Cellular phones could not have worked if the fiber optics were not run and the necessary infrastructure were not put in place. It was the People's National Party that did that.
And I sat here when they proposed the bill.
But I want you to also hear this. Poverty rate reduced from 28.4% in 1990.
So hold on there. Me never know that. Me never know say the JLPD oppose the bill for the fiber optics so make you can use the phone now. A man like me can and other people can be content creators, man can never. All that people them will earn money on TikTok. All that people them will earn money on YouTube, on their phone. All that people them we are do trading online and everything. Say thanks to the PMP. Because the JLPD oppose the bill. Let me play it again.
And I sat in here when they proposed.
Listen to Mr. Floyd, listen to Professor Floyd Morris.
Cellular phones could not have worked if the fiber optics were not run and the necessary infrastructure were not put in place. It was the People's National Party that did that.
And I sat in here when they proposed the bill.
But I want you
to hear Mr. Floyd Morris? Listen again.
The People's National Party that did that.
And I sat in here when they proposed the bill.
But I want
the man say he sat in Parliament when the Jamaica Labour Party opposed that bill for the fiber optics cable bill, so we could have internet. On here, I never know that. That's why it's good to listen over about these things. It is good to have a listening over back of these things. This was a whole class, a whole lesson I'm a Mr. Part I listen because I wasn't listening actively enough. You understand?
You to also hear this. Poverty rate reduced from 28.4% in 1990 to 9.9% in 2007.
Wow.
This was due to efforts such as the PATH program, the National Poverty Eradication Program that was targeted. 800 million US at that time, billions now in today's money, in investments, and the TEF fund was established. Now let us compare periods. Tertiary enrollment increased by 306%. Students getting access to universities and colleges.
What? Between 1987 and 2000 versus 2016. Damn. Okay, that is not cool, bro. How nah, me don't want to believe this. People, do you understand what is happening on this graph right here? This is comparing errors, you know. Remember, them always talk about the 18 years in a one negative way. Well, listen to what PJ did. Listen to what PJ did in between 1989, all right, and 2007. No, not PJ, but well, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, hold up. Between what years was PJ Patterson the Prime Minister of Jamaica? All right. So it was PJ. Oh, okay, I got it. See? Look, I like evidence. Look at that. He was the Prime Minister from 1992 to 2006. He served 14 years in office. All right? So it was PJ. Damn, man, shout out to technology, bro. Anyway, so this was PJ. 1989, 2007, majority of this was PJ Patterson. Now, how dare you compare PJ Patterson to Andrew Holness? Bro, listen, this is MJ versus a kindergarten basketball player. They have not developed any skills. Them not ready. This is ridiculous. Look at the graph. PJ, the PMP, grew tertiary enrollment. What does tertiary enrollment mean, people?
Tertiary enrollment increased by 306%. Students getting access to universities and colleges.
So students getting access to university is tertiary enrollment. The PJ Patterson government increased tertiary enrollment to over 306%. Come on, bro. That is a government that prioritizes education. 306%? PMP not like dunce people, bro. Believe. Them really like when the population educated. That's a very, very huge number. I'm just showing you. PJ was the Prime Minister between what? 1992 and 2006. 14 years. He was still a part of the PMP even at 1989. Yeah, but you guys get it, right? That's the time that he was the Prime Minister. So the PMP literally did that. Oh, and compared to Andrew Holness, 2016 to 2024, tertiary enrollment growth, 3.3%. That is not 1% of 306.2%. I just want to establish that. I just, let's be frank here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be frank. All right? Don't do it. Oh, my bad. That is 1% of 306.2. Yes, it is 1% of it. It is 1%. It actually is. A little bit over 1%. You know, we want to correct ourselves on that. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Thank you guys for sticking around. Shit, y'all really into this tonight, man. Hey, salute to all of y'all, because I find this very educational, and it's actually exciting to me, because I just learned a few new things a while ago. Y'all just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Facts are facts.
It moved up by 306%.
Wow.
Let us look at Andrew Holness period from 2016 to 2024. It moved up by 3%. It's by 3. You can see it with them, 3%. And they said this is the greatest. What variable are we using to analyze that variable? You know, of the ability. I write a speech from yesterday, never know me ever say. The growth, I'm quoting Minister Holness now, Prime Minister Holness, and poverty. He says, the graph now being displayed, this is the exact graph that the Prime Minister displayed. The graph now being displayed illustrates the trajectory of poverty prevalence in our country. It clearly shows that under my administration, meaning my Andrew Holness administration, we have achieved a steady and measurable decline in poverty, apart from temporary spikes in 2020 caused by the pandemic. This is a direct quotation of Andrew Holness. Now let us look at the graph. They received in 2016, because his administration is 2016 to now 2024. In 2016, poverty was 11.6%, and now it is 12.1%. It has increased, yet we have a Prime Minister that says this graph that shows an increase in his administration clearly shows that under his administration there's a steady and measurable decline. In his administration, he didn't say there's a decline since COVID. I couldn't argue with that, because it goes to 21%. He didn't say after we caused a spike in 2017 up to 19.3%, there's a decline. This man said, how can we trust a man like that, who said that in my administration, from 2016 to 2024, when at the start he received it at 11.6, and it is now above what it was. Above what it was. Let us look. Sophie, move it quickly, because these are the Prime Minister's words, not my words. Move again, so. No, listen, no, make it stadium. This is what poverty handing over was. In 1988, the JLP handed over to the PMP a poverty rate of 30.5%. Say that one thing, you seen that? I want to put on your glasses, good. 1988, it ended, that is the last part of the year now. So we give them those that now. So we get it 89, 30.5%. The PMP administration that they lambast took it down under PJ Patterson and Portia Simpson Miller later to 9.9%. Hold on. The JLP then won in 2011. So we give them it 2007. We give them it at 9.9. They carried it to 19.9%.
Mighty God.
Hear what I say? More than double it. Come again now. Wait no man, make them stay no man. We don't have time for that. Wait. The PMP got it back and moved it from 19.9.
Teach them, Damian. Teach
Which
them.
party is the party for the poor?
Teach them, Damian. Teach them, a boss.
All kinds of reasons now. You should apologize to the people.
Of course.
Google it. Google it. No, Google, I'll be on time. AI, chat, GPT.
Yes.
You know what? Deep secret. Make a repeat. In 1988.
Listen.
The last day of 1988.
Yes.
Poverty was 30.5%, created by the administration of Edward Seaga.
Mighty God.
The PMP started now and fought everything that we fought, including what they say is FinZac, including Tree Hurricane, including liberalization, including IMF, including bank failure. We took it from 30.5 to 9.9.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive.
So we saw the trajectory that was happening. Yes. And the people say, you know what? Let us see what going on. Some young people said, I never seen no labor right there, let me try. And they won. What happened? It moved from 9 to 19%.
Gone up again.
Based on what they're saying, labor rights salt, man. Every time they come in my shop, every time labor come in, something go wrong. We don't want a more salt government, man. Let them take it from 9.9 to 9.
I really think still enough funny still.
All right, we take it back. And what happened? It went down again dramatically.
Mighty God.
To 11. And the Prime Minister who says that clearly it is going down under his administration, I've moved it from 11 to 12.1. What can go so?
What can go so, my general?
What? I think we have dealt with that sufficiently. So.
Yeah, we can move on.
Now let's look in the madness. This is the Prime Minister's quotation. It's for them words now. And for them graph.
Patrick, where are you dealing with?
You come like some people when I do their SB and expect to pass exam.
Hello. Just continue.
A one-sided thing.
Yeah, man. A drunkard, that man.
You don't, so I just did. I asked him to just leave you alone so you can continue.
He doesn't have that in his repertoire, sir.
I just move on.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister's statement. He says, in the mid-1990s, Jamaica faced a financial sector crisis, which resulted in the collapse of a number of financial institutions. This financial sector meltdown was not caused by any exogenous shock or global crisis. In fact, the US, our major trading partner, had robust growth in the 1990s, averaging 3.4% per annum. This was purely caused by bad governance, he says, bad policy choices, he says, and poor superintendence, he continued, of the economy. FinZac was a homegrown domestic crisis, he says, only caused by the PMP, for which we now are only just recovering. This is a statement by Prime Minister Andrew Holness in the budget debate. Now let us check the facts, Senator.
Big up Cherry Garden in our place, you know.
Senator Fraser Beans.
Hey.
According to data compiled by the World Bank and the IMF.
Patrick, can I see your cousin go on a bag of things in that something here? I interrupt Damian Crawford every minute, you know. You understand? Yeah.
More than 130 countries experienced bank sector distress between 1980 and 2002. More than 130 countries. Was PJ Patterson the Prime Minister of 130 countries? Was Omar Davies the Finance Minister of 130 countries? But you don't understand this thing. When you are looking for a causal effect.
Mr. Bunting, stop it. Mr. Morgan, give the Senator Crawford. You have been at it now for an hour. Your colleagues have, in my view, given you a free rein to finish your presentation. But you have a number of speakers and you're touching on an hour now. So I'm asking the members just to allow you to complete without the intervention, either support or otherwise. Don't forget the Prime Minister took 5 hours. You can come again?
Don't forget the Prime Minister take 5. Prime Minister. That's why I not take 5, I take 2.
No, you see, you are the ones that gave.
I don't need to be close to the leader of the party, Mark Golding. I'm master. Ready? If you're going to look at a causal impact, which they are suggesting, that bad government was a causal impact, then that causal impact must be specific to the space that the outcome is coming from. Now, what happens? Crises in over 40 developing and transitioning economies. Many required bailouts. Asset management companies were formed, such as FinZac and IMF programs to stabilize. Let's have to move quick, What are some of these countries? Countries such as Mexico, Thailand, Indonesia, North Korea, Malaysia, Russia, Turkey, Brazil, and yes, Jamaica. Go again, come here, hurry up now. Some countries did not save their depositors. Some countries did not intervene on behalf of the pensioners, the poor people. So there were places that people lost money. Saving the money of the depositors was a conscious decision of the People's National Party government.
You're here.
We see Argentina, Russia, Kenya, all of them last come. We move quick. I don't want to stop me before I reach the sweet part. I don't reach the sweet part.
Weird panic people. One like up a video. Weird panic sweet part.
Yeah. Come, give me butter.
How sweet it is.
No, I can't skip that. I don't want to waste no time. Give me, go ahead. A question we should ask the JLP is what was their alternative? What would they have done if that wasn't the case? What would have happened? Give me it so. If the PMP did not intervene, there would have been over a dozen financial institutions that would have been already insolvent or on the verge of collapse. Without intervention, many more would have collapsed. Loss of depositors funds, especially small savers, poor people. Loss of pension savings for retirees. Frozen or inaccessible accounts, triggering panic. Widespread loss of public confidence. Move so quick, we have to move quick because they want to stop us. Massive contraction in credit investment. Business would be unable to access loans or credit lines. Small and medium-sized enterprises, which are critical for employment, would have gone bankrupt. This would lead to mass layoffs, reducing income and sharp recession. GDP would plummet due to business closure, decreased consumption, investors pull out. Pensioners and workers would have been devastated. Many older Jamaicans would have fallen into poverty, unable to meet basic needs. Social unrest and instability would have evolved. Crime would have risen. Would have lost international credibility and can't get any debt to borrow at this particular point in time. The only way to protect depositors and maintain systematic stability was for the government to buy out the bad loans, recapitalize key institutions, and rebuild confidence. And was there a cost to that? Yes.
Of course.
They had to borrow to be able to afford that. Move ahead because we don't want them said. But we'll put out the slides. That will show you what happened in other countries that didn't do it. We'll put out the slides. It was hard, but a wise decision. You can Google Argentina versus Jamaica financial meltdown. Come again. What would they want us to do? They want us to follow what they're doing now with SS.
So, people want to understand what is going on. FinSac was a response to a crisis that was created by the Jamaica Labour Party. It was a tough decision because there were some casualties in terms of people losing their money, people losing their property, you know what I mean? And it really isn't a situation where the JLP has any authority to put this on the PMP. It was them that caused FinSac. That is the reason why they don't want to release the FinSac report. You notice all these reports that should have been made public to us for us to have greater understanding of what happened. They have been hiding them. This is the gag order government. They not tell you and not be transparent government. That's what they are. The most they tell you about is promises. But what is actually happening and what has happened, they have found many creative ways to hide those things. Because they know some people gonna forget and then it's gonna be a 9-day wonder and it's not gonna be nothing after a period of time. Right? And there's many things we can point to. How many of you guys remember the nurse that the man stepped in her head? If me never just mentioned it a while ago, when was the last time I thought about that case? What is going on with that case? Is that where's that guy? Where's that brother? What is his status? Is he in prison? Where's the case? You understand? So they know that a lot of people have short-term memory, right? Because they cannot be bothered. It's like, all right, boom, them have them daily life they need to go through, right? So they can't be bothered with thinking about somebody else's situation and pain and atrocity that was against that person because it didn't happen to them. But as soon as it happened to them, they want the world's sympathy. It's either we're going to be our brother's keeper or we're not going to be. When things happen to other Jamaicans in the country, just know you must have that mentality that, wait a minute, if it happened to that person, it can happen to me. How would I feel if that happened to me? How would I want my brothers and sisters of the Jamaican community to respond on my behalf? You have to think about these things, isn't it?
That when people like Bolton and some other people lose their money, them tell them hold up them stress. That is what they would have wanted us to do. They would have said that is fool who put it in there is that we telling them. Had we done that, there would have been straight destabilization of our society. Let's go to unemployment. Yes, because me I try hurry up, it's not being allowed. Don't rush. Talk to me now. All right, then talk to me. Let's go to unemployment. No, I'm not questioning. Give me a chance.
Hey, Mr. Boy, they can chat. Hey, Patrick, if you give him a page, you know, brother. Hey, your family, you know.
My sign
chat
language
too much,
expert is
brother.
tired right now. Let's go. I'm not questioning the measurement of unemployment. And it suggests that 3.5% unemployment exists. However, Mr. President, we're nowhere near full employment. In economic terms, full employment doesn't mean zero unemployment. It means that nearly everyone who wants to work and is actively seeking work can find a job. A rate around 3 to 5 is often considered full employment by global standards. Now, within that, you have other types of unemployment, hidden unemployment. There is the L2, which is the number of persons who want to work for 40 hours, but not working for 40 hours. So therefore, they're underemployed. Like a man get a day's work or 2 days work, she go wash, he's underemployed. So when we say underemployment, it's not only a person working below the job of its qualification, but the consumption of its hours is not to what they desire. And then there's L3, there's people within the potential labor force that they're still interested in working, but them not find none. So them kind of not look, but they're still interested. But let us move forward. So that's it. However, the working age population, and this is from the book produced by the government, the FPP, the fiscal policy paper. It says working age population is 2,156,000. Willing to work is 1,468,300. Not seeking work is 687,700 people.
Me a part of that.
Listen again. Now they are not factored into the consideration of our unemployment rate.
Yes.
So it seems we have an unemployed and a not employed, which is different.
People, this is the reason why I went over this.
1980 got to 899 murders.
People,
that the first year Jamaica murder count exceeded 1,000.
the phone,
listen. And that was 1997.
I don't know what happened to the phone, so I'm going to end the live. Because the phone not charge and it burn up. So I have to end the live. But thank you guys. I'm going to revisit this on a whole new show because so much was importantly clarified historically and otherwise. So, big up on yourself. The word is love. Remember to hit the like button if you haven't already. That's my time. I'm out. Peace.